want Chet Hanks to think all his dad's movies are real and do it in a Jamaican accent.
Daddy, he used to be a small cowboy figurine.
My daddy was a young boy, little boy, and then one day my daddy he big grown-up man out of nowhere.
He switched bodies with a 13-year-old boy.
We're live.
We're live, dude. Welcome back to Rough Week, episode 2. No guest this week, just me and Luke. I'm your host, Christoph Jean.
I'm your co-host, Luke Tuma, main host.
Main host? Yeah.
Main host.
I was going to say, can I do the intro again?
Yeah.
Hi, and welcome back to Rough Week. I'm your host, Christoph, with special guest, Luke Tuma. He won't be around for long.
Dude, you didn't get him hyped up enough. You have to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rough Week. I'm here with my co-host, the illustrious Christoph Jean.
Ooh, I like it.
The red-haired dragon. The four-eyes fox
What
himself.
the fuck, dude?
I called you a fox.
I'm not a four-eyes
dude.
fox,
That
man.
means you're sexy, dude.
Do you think I should take them off for the podcast?
No,
Are they
why?
distracting? Do I look too intelligent? And are people going to be like, God, that guy's smart. They don't even listen to the funny stuff I say?
Oh, my God.
He's so smart,
This guy's a fucking
dude.
brainy.
This guy's like 100,000 IQ, probably. This guy's the next Elon Musk type, dude. I mean, I am autistic like Elon Musk.
You're tizzed out.
That's
dude.
the only thing me and Elon Musk share.
You're tizzed out.
It's like, what would you and Elon Musk talk about? We'd probably just drop a bunch of marbles and be like 14. We just know exactly how many marbles are on the ground at any one given time.
Do you think you could like get along really well with an autistic genius like him? Like, do you think you and him would have something to talk about?
No, not at all. I mean, it depends on the autistic genius. If we shared special interests.
How tizzed out were you in high school?
I mean, I was just silent. I was just like a silent stalker.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I was just like, they're all gonna get it.
But I was like a fat idiot at the same time. Do you like
Girls, they don't like me. They don't even know.
They don't like me? Well, guess what?
Well, did you have
I don't like them.
Did you have a master plan? Because I was a fat kid, but my whole thing was you're so good at the autism.
I don't like them either. Well, guess what? They're gonna pay. They'll pay.
you just turn into like a child in an anime?
Yeah. You turn into Krillin.
Yeah, you just talk like Krillin.
Yeah.
And then you're there.
Oh, Dad, you need to know, Dad. No one else is Krillin. I'm Krillin. Nobody gets me.
Dude, that's exactly right.
Did I ever tell you that thing I was saying to Autumn? So my girlfriend, for the folks, she's like, yeah, I love like dark music and like really like just like moody stuff. Like I like sad, dark music. Mind you, she's just like a hot girl who's been hot her entire life.
What is it?
She's been hot. Dude, Autumn's 38. When she was 18, she was hot. I'm like, you've been a hot girl for 20 years.
She's been a hot girl longer than she hasn't been.
She's been a hot girl since I was like a fat 7-year-old. Like I was like I had like little like second grade titties, and I'm like like late running to gym class, like sweating.
Yeah.
It's like 28 degrees in Buffalo. I'm sweating still. And she was like a hot chick, a grown hot chick somewhere. But she was like, yeah, I love like dark, moody music. And I was like, well, what is it? She's like, nobody likes me. I've just been smoking hot for all my life.
Did she name any artists?
She's like, I mean, like,
she's like Miley Cyrus B-sides. It's not always, what is it? It's like, it's about the climb, Luke.
Yeah. Rihanna's early stuff, actually.
Rihanna's stuff where she was like, what's the one?
S&M?
S&M or no, the Disturbia. Disturbia. She's like, I'm Disturbia.
I'm disturbed sometimes.
I'm disturbed as hell. Meanwhile, I'm listening to like a guy who recently killed himself's last album, you know?
Yeah.
And the lyrics are like, there's no point.
Yeah.
God is dead.
You're listening to like Joy Division?
Yeah, I'm listening. No, dude, I definitely listen to a lot of Joy Division.
You have Joy, yeah. I can see
a lot of Joy Division in high school, to the point where there's this girl. This is how like dated this is. She was wearing an Unknown Pleasure shirt, like the wavy album. You know, I'm talking everyone's Joy Division shirt.
Yeah.
She was wearing that shirt, and I instantly had a crush on her because I was like, I didn't know she was like quirky and different like me. And I go up to her and I go, that's too cool. Do you like Joy Division? And she's like, yeah, I like this one. And I said, what about their other album, Closer? Which one do you think is better, Closer or Unknown Pleasures? And she goes, I haven't listened to that one. And instantly I go, you're a fake. I'm no longer in love with you.
It's so funny you were like rejecting her because of her lack of Joy Division.
Yes.
In her head, she's like, I know like 3 songs, you fucking loser. I got this at Spencer's.
Yeah, no,
Gifts.
she 100% got it at
dude.
like Forever 21.
She got a Hot Topic. She's like, shut up.
She's like, shut up. I like the wavy lines.
I know the one big song that's on my MySpace.
Exactly.
Check my MySpace, is the one on there.
Yeah, exactly. And then
like,
I go,
which of their albums do you like
I go, do you like New Order after Ian passed away? Do you like New Order? And she was like, it's not really my thing. I've never liked it. It's too 80s. And I was like, you're a bitch.
You don't get it.
You're a fucking stupid bitch, and I hate you. You stupid cunt.
When you were tizzed out as a high schooler, we've talked about incel Chris stuff. Did you have like, were you more of like, because I was a fat kid who didn't get any action.
Yeah.
My thing was like, I'm going to be something someday and I'll show them. I had that. Like that was my interest, because you make narratives in your head. My big thing was like, I'll show them one day. I'll look, I won't even remember you. That's how successful I'll be.
Right.
What was yours like that? Or was it just like, did you want like pure revenge?
I don't even know, dude. I mean, I think I thought like I had no goals. I had no ambitions, but I still had the vague idea that I was like, I will be more than you will ever be because I'm me and I'm better and special. Like it was just completely nonsense, you know? Like it's just based on absolutely nothing.
No.
I had no skills. I had no talent to speak of. You know, there was no, like, I didn't start doing stand-up till I was like 19, 20. And I sucked for like 6 months a year. Yeah. I was horrible. But still in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm going to be the greatest.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was like, I had terrible grades.
Yeah.
And I was
terrible grades? You're a smart kid.
Yeah, I did well on the SAT. That's how I got into college and stuff.
You were one of those kids?
Yeah.
I don't care about class. And then you're like silently smart, but you were embarrassed that you were smart. You were like Goodwill Hunting.
No, I was
You got
just
a little
like,
Goodwill Hunting going on.
Yeah, dude, I am. I also look just like Matt Damon.
You look just like Matt Damon, and also you get into fights and you say, how about them apples a lot?
Yeah, the annoying thing about Goodwill Hunting is just like, he's like, you just regurgitated all these facts. I'm sure then you're going to talk about this. Like the famous scene with the blonde guy in the bar. I'm sure then you're going to say that, you know, the second half of the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you also memorized those facts and regurgitated them.
Yeah,
you memorized the same word facts.
Maybe you'll bring up Goebbels' third chapter on the industrial complex. Probably move on to Hitler's history of the world.
And then you're going to talk about how the Industrial Revolution wasn't really good for the industry. It revolutionized the agricultural industry. I'm like, you fucking memorized the same 4 pages of the book that guy did. Yeah, you're just as much of a dweeb.
Yeah, he's just as much of a dick. Yeah. But also, I would love for Matt Damon to, like, I want to see the Goodwill Hunting where he's actually retarded. Like he's like he just does all those things and he's dead wrong. He's like, next you're going to talk about the Industrial Revolution and why it means a lot for the pancake industry. And then they're like, Matt, go do construction, you fucking idiot. Fucking moron. You're still wearing a hard hat? Okay. He's still just slow as hell.
Next, we're going to talk about Washington's economic policy and how he didn't want to, he didn't really want to send boats overseas because he didn't think that we'd be giving them enough business for them to give us the business back. Like,
no, that's completely wrong.
You still haven't mopped the floor. It's literally
I'll get back to it.
The floor's so dirty.
He's doing the equation in the hall, and he just draws a big set of tits.
I also lived in Boston. Like, people from Boston, the smart ones who are like, because also Boston guys have this obsession with that movie. Like, they all want to be like, every Boston guy that I'm friends with that's like a fucking retard. Yeah, he's like just like a fat drunk retard. He like loves to use like big words. Yeah, like one of my buddies would be like, oh yeah, he's such an unctuous prick. I'm like, will you fucking save it with your? Will you stop unctuous? It? You work at a dock. Like, will you stop? Will you stop it? Like, they love like flexing SAT level vocabulary on you because I think that they love this idea of like, I'm just like a blue collar guy, but
secretly I'm a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah,
I'm secretly a fucking whiz at this shit, bro.
You don't know the fucking words I know.
Yeah, dude, I fucking
dude, I know, dude, look at me. I know lots of words. You don't think I know words?
Dude, I'm a fucking vocabularious guy. I'm like a fucking dictionary up here. It's like fucking Webster's in my fucking head. No, between shifts at the dock, I'm reading Dostoevsky. I'm reading fucking Franz Kafka.
Dude, you need a thesaurus? I'm your fucking thesaurus.
Dude, any fucking word I know.
Give me a word. I'll give you another word that means the same thing.
Bro, I know every synonym there is, dude. I know every synonym for sure, bro. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. So, but fucking,
I think Northeastern people are just like that. I think they are, in general, wittier and sharper or whatever, but they're not any smarter. I think they, like, conflate the two. They're like, I talk really fast and I prove something. And it's like you're Ben Shapiro. Like, Ben Shapiro's not smart because he talks fast, but he can trick you into doing it because he's like, oh, yeah. Well, if you think about it, and he's like, he's talking to a child, you know?
He's dunking on a 16.
He's dunking on a child.
Well,
with,
that's what I
you
loved
know.
about Florida is that like everybody's retarded, but they're
Yeah.
totally cool at being retarded. everybody in Florida is wearing like toe thong flip flops
Yeah.
with dirty fucking bare feet that are
Nice.
just out sunburned, dirty toes.
Yeah.
And they're wearing like a band. They're wearing like a Sublime shirt,
Yes.
unironically.
311.
It wasn't thrifted.
Yeah.
And they're just like, fucking just like, dude, it's fucking, dude, bar crawl Tuesday? dude, Danny rented a bus. Dude,
Yeah.
we're going to Gasparilla.
Going on a party bus.
We're
It's
going to
gonna be awesome.
party bus to Gasparilla.
Did you go to Gasparilla?
I went to Gasparilla. It's great.
Dude, it's kind of a hoot. It's
Yeah,
kind of really
it's
fun.
great.
I wish I had done it more as an adult. I did it when I was like 18. And I just got hammered as like a child, you know? But I didn't really go as like a grown man. I kind of wanted to just be there. I just want to see, you know, some titties, some beads, get fucking wild.
Yeah, those things are like, I went to Gasparilla and Fantasy Fest, and both
What
of
is
those.
Fantasy Fest?
It's in Key West. It's basically like you dress up in
yes.
you dress up in costumes, but they're like whorish costumes, and
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
parties
yeah.
and gets drunk and paints themselves. The problem with those things, especially in Florida, is everybody doing it is like 63 years
Yeah,
old.
they're disgusting.
They're people from Connecticut
Dude, it's
that are like,
swingers. Yeah, the
it's like
nastiest swingers you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, they're like swingers born in the mid 50s.
Yeah.
And there's like ladies coming up like, Gasparilla! Like, you go
Yeah.
there, you're like, dude, it's gonna be painted tits.
Yeah.
But you're just
it's gonna be awesome.
hot chicks with like thongs on.
Yeah, right. It's like imagining a nude beach or a nudist colony. It's
Yeah.
not hot people.
No, there's never some smoking hot girl just like
No.
with their tits and pussy out.
Of course not, dude. If you have a nice tits and pussy, you keep that shit away.
Yeah.
You fucking covet the tits and pussy.
You
don't just give
understand
it
the
out to
value of it.
And if you understand the value of it, and if you don't, you are probably like hit in the head as a child or something. There's something deeply wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, any hot girl who doesn't understand that like this is the key to anything you want.
Yeah,
in
you
life.
can't give that away.
Something horrible happened to them.
You can't give that away.
Whereas these old ladies at like Gasparilla,
Yeah.
it ran out like 28 years ago, and they can't because they probably were hot in like the 70s, and it ran
Maybe.
out, and they can't like comprehend that like this doesn't have the same value.
Value?
Like the
Yeah.
currency of my titties has drastically declined. So they're just like they're like walking around Tampa like, how about these? And you're like, ugh. And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
like can't compute.
Some horny kid from FSU is like, fuck it, I'll fuck Granny. Fuck it.
And then all the guys, their husbands or boyfriends or whatever.
Yeah.
The funniest part is like those guys are so fat that they don't even look naked. Like they're so fat that their bellies
All the
are
important
covered.
parts are covered anyway.
Dude, you'd have to really dig to see their dick.
Yeah, and they
balls.
have like a tiny flat white guy ass. They have like two just like silver dollar pancakes next to a hole. So it's like it's not even an ass.
Yeah.
They might as well be wearing pants. Their ass is so flat and small.
100%.
Dude, I have like one of those asses.
Show
Dude,
it.
I have
Pop
a
it out.
disgusting ass. Yeah, I'll pull it down for the camera.
What's wrong with your ass?
My ass is like totally
red?
flat. It's red. Well, right now I have a brutal hemorrhoid still cooking.
Still
dude.
got a hemi?
Still cooking. But
Still hemmed up?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, it has gone down, but
Your hemi was a big
dude,
topic of last week.
The first podcast with Mark, dude, my ass was something else.
Yeah, guys, rewatch the podcast.
Rewatch the podcast, I'm squirming.
Every time you laugh,
Yeah. If you go roll back all the way, I cut it out. But me initially sitting down for the podcast, it's like, hey guys, let's start the show. Okay. I'm biting down on a stick.
yeah.
But I have a horrible ass. Was the point of that?
What's wrong with your ass?
It's just flat and gross, dude. I mean, honestly, this is a real thing. I started, there was a picture of me doing stand-up, like probably in 2018 or something. And I was like, I was pretty skinny. I wasn't working out, but I was like 20, 30 pounds lighter than I am right now. And I'm wearing like tight jeans. And you can, like, it's one of those things. You ever see the back pocket go in?
Yeah.
The back pocket goes in. It's like my concave ass. And I was like, Jesus, that's fucked.
Yeah, it's almost like your hamstrings stick out more than your ass.
Yes. It's disgusting.
It's like your back's here, and then it goes in for your ass, and then
it goes
up for your
back
legs.
out, dude. Yeah, it's awful.
It's like worst case scenario.
It's terrible. And then I started working out more, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I kind of want a bigger ass.
No, dude. Autumn was looking at pictures of dudes.
Yeah.
and there's like a whole side of TikTok of girls just like thirsting after guys in short shorts during the summer.
For their ass?
Their ass and thighs. The ladies love a good
my
ass.
goodness.
They love a good ass the way we love a good ass.
I don't think so.
Because you have a bad one.
First of all, I've improved it.
Of course you don't think they like asses.
They don't.
They love
dude.
asses,
Women don't.
dude.
I don't. Dude, women's attraction is like it's not even. This is a trite observation, but it's just ridiculous. The kind of things you're like, the way he blew his nose and it was windy, and you're like, what the fuck are you saying right
Women like to think of men being men, so they like to see men doing an action. Like I've seen, like, dude, there'll be like a guy like chopping down a tree.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, he's so fucking hot.
Jesus Christ.
It'll be like a guy opening a jar, like he's like, and then he opens it, and then every comment is like, oh my God, open me like that.
Dude, I'm sopping.
Oh my God. I'm like the guy trying to eat peanut butter.
Yeah,
is hot.
It's like a guy I've seen. There's a dude who was he was like a cute guy. He was like a cute kind of hipster guy.
Yeah.
And he was cutting fruit, and he was like very deftly cutting fruit. And they're like, "Fuck, I wish I was that apricot." Shit.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, what do you do? What like he showed you a way. He's like looking like that. He showed a way to like cut a banana really efficiently.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm making a smoothie.
It's so funny because like I watch a bunch of boxing videos on like TikTok and stuff,
Yeah.
and it'll be like two guys sparring or a guy hitting mitts or something.
Yeah.
And it's just dudes commenting like, nice form, bro, or like, gotta get the jab straight, or blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Like just like dudes having dude discussion.
Yeah.
And then there was this one guy, and granted, he was a cutie. He was a cutie. But he was hitting a speed bag, and every comment was like, do me next. Like every comment was like, God, I wish this guy would just beat my fucking face in.
I wish I was
like-
that speed bag.
Yeah, it was like girls getting horned up and
Yeah.
this guy hitting a speed bag, but it was like he was showing proficiency in a thing.
Right.
Because women don't know that like your cross is good. Like women don't know you have a good
No.
left hook. They don't,
Right.
or like a nice uppercut.
They don't know the mechanics of boxing.
No, they don't fucking know, dude.
Or like a guy with like a nice golf swing.
Yeah.
My thing is like my TikTok's inundated with golf stuff.
Yeah.
And it's completely dudes. It's 0% women. The only golf things that are related to women on my thing, it'll be like some lady in like a short skirt. She like bends over to pick her ball out of the thing, and that's the whole video. She picks the ball out of the hole wearing a short skirt. You see up her little shorts.
It's like something like a horny guy would email his friend in 05.
Yeah, dude.
Like something my dad's buddy sent to him.
100%. It's like it's something that would have been like in a single guy's home gym. Just like a screenshot of her bending over.
Yeah.
It's like her panties are shown on the poster, and
That's how
like,
old guys connect with each other. Like my dad's friends will email him, he'll be like, oh God, like I'm with him. He's like, Jesus, man, and but he like kind of wants to show me. Like, what's
Yeah.
up, Dad? And he's like, oh, Marco sent me something, and I'll look at it. It's just a blonde being like, with massive tits. I'm like, and he's like, oh, he's always sending me crazy stuff. I'm like, literally just a picture of tits. Like, there's nothing attached to it. She's not wearing a funny outfit. She's not making a funny face. She's just like. And he's, Marco, Marco.
Dude, it's
I'm
great
like,
that
this is such boomer dad connection.
yes, it's over email.
Yeah, they're emailing each other pictures of titties.
They're just mailing each other like drawings of tits.
Yeah, and they're those like great like 90s Playboy bunny tits
Oh,
where
yeah, they're like
hilariously fake.
They're hilariously fake. There's a nice strip down the middle.
Yeah, there's no
That's
cleavage
the worst, dude. The no cleavage left is vile.
No, it's disgusting.
It's so gross, dude.
Well, I'm like, it might as well be a dude.
It's like they have a peck in the middle of their big fake tits.
Yeah, you never want to
They're
think like,
going this way, and then you got a landing thing in the
dude,
middle.
dads love that shit. Where I look at it, I'm like, I could fit my
Yeah.
entire forearm between the two. Nothing is hot about me like getting tired during missionary.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, let me just rest.
Let me
this
just
right
fucking
here.
hit this right here. Let me rest between these two boulders. Those things are fucking absurd, dude. And then they always got like one nipple they fucked up.
Yeah.
They got one nipple. It's like, why is it 4 centimeters higher than the other one?
Oh yeah, dude.
I just like the body shape people have gotten big tits. Big fake canneronis. Dude, I mean, fake tits now, though, if you have enough money, dude, they're unbelievable.
well, now they do the fat transfers.
Yeah, exactly. They just
Now they're
fucking
great.
suck
Now they're real tits.
They just suck it out of their gut and put it in the tit.
Yeah, Autumn was like, would you like it if I got fake tits? And I was like, no, they're gross. And she's like, well, there's this one. She's showing me pictures like before and after. She's like, they just take the fat from other parts and put it in your tits. I was like, I mean, I'm down for that. I mean, if
Take
it's
my
just,
fat. Take my fat out.
Dude,
To take my gut fat and put it in your tits.
I would love to suck all the fat out of my stomach and pump it right into your tits. I
You should
100%.
just have a tube that's always connected.
I would
I'm
do-
eating a sandwich, it goes right into your tits.
Dude, I donate love handles before I donate blood.
Yeah,
100%.
dude.
I will give her my stomach.
And there should be like a locks for love for guys' body fat that goes to impoverished women's tits. It's like there's gonna be a bunch of Indian women with big fat tits.
There's a bunch of African tribes ladies, and they've got fucking melons on them just because a bunch of guys outside of Pittsburgh fucking donated them bags of Bud Light fat.
Fucking Pomanti Brothers and Bud Lights. I'm making sure the women in Botswana have huge fucking cans.
Dude, the entire fucking tribe stacked thanks to old Milwaukee.
Yeah, thank God for these fucking beers. Otherwise, there would be big fat tits in Rwanda.
Dude, if I wasn't over here eating two hungry mans a fucking night, all of Nigeria would be fucking stick skinny right now.
I'm basically changing the whole fucking economy. I'm making the prostitutes work more, and then the guys, they work more so they can fuck the big tit prostitutes. They lift themselves out of abject poverty. Next thing you know, you got developing nations in the third world. That's how it is. I'm solving the problems of poverty all across the fucking globe.
Dude, those kids weren't getting fed. Now the mothers, big tits.
Big tits,
the
full
kids,
of fucking milk.
What is big? Yeah, big tits means more milk.
Yes.
More milk means healthier kids.
Yep.
I'm helping the community, and your boy's looking svelte.
I'm looking skinny. I'm looking fucking jacked. These kids, they're getting better milk. They're helping out better on the farm. Better crop yields. Lower infant mortality rates. It's really just objectively on a global scale. It's the correct thing for me to do is to get really fucking fat.
We're raising the infrastructure of Libya here.
Yeah.
I mean, every donut I eat ups the GDP.
I think this is really
much more.
a genuine solution. This could work.
Dude, I have like 9 friends that could volunteer for this.
Bro, I would
suck it out, pump it in.
I mean, I just want, maybe 15 pounds of fat right off my midsection. If we could donate
You do not
that.
have 15 pounds to lose, bro.
I think I do.
That's crazy.
I mean, look at me. Look.
That's not 15 pounds, dude. You do not.
Yeah.
You're going to look emaciated.
Thanks, dude.
You're a skinny fella, dude.
I'm not skinny, but thank you. Dude, I mean, I don't know.
Dude, I worked with a guy whose wife was a teacher.
Yeah.
And for some reason, she had this like insane healthcare package. And they found out that on her healthcare package, she must have been high up in the school system. Maybe she's a superintendent. I worked like a fucking blue collar job with a guy.
Yeah.
And they found out that he could get whatever plastic surgery he wanted for no copay. Whatever he wanted. He was literally talking to me. We're fucking filling potholes, like fucking stamping on the potholes. Like, yeah, so Darlene, she found out that this healthcare they got her. You could like get whatever you want. Like you could do whatever you want to yourself. And I was like, oh really? What'd you do? Because dude, I was like trying what the chicks try, And he goes, I got Botox, got the forehead.
What
nice
the
and,
fuck?
Swear to God, he goes, I got the forehead nice and smooth. And then it kept on unraveling. He was like,
yeah.
And then, after that, I was like, fuck it. I got like a tummy tuck. I was like a tummy tuck. And I was like, so what did they just like flip your stomach over? He goes, well, I had to get liposuction before the tummy tuck. And then,
God.
and he showed me like an old picture of him and he was like 450 pounds. And now he's like a weird, skinny, like, he looked like
better?
He looked like present day Madonna. Like he looked like a creepy old blonde lady, but he was in decent shape. And I swear to God, I go, dude, how much did all that cost? And he goes, for us, nothing. For them, like, 1.2 million. What? It was like, he ran up a bill at the plastic surgeon's office on his wife's healthcare provider's tab.
What?
I can't believe it was like a real thing.
Okay, and that's a woman who's working in the public sector.
Yes.
So my taxes
100%.
went to...
Your 100%. Your taxes made this guy a fucking pee. His name is Billy. That's his real name. Your taxes stripped about 200 pounds and 48 wrinkles off.
That's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, that's crazy to imagine, like, the rate, like, the exchange. Some guy's like, Social Security tax, make sure the teachers, the lotto, it pays for the teachers. And it also makes sure that her construction husband can look like his face is stretched the fuck out.
Yeah, he looked Korean.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah,
he looked like a damn Korean idol.
Dude, he was like a geisha mowing lawns. It was so funny. It's also funny to imagine him having like that bad a body dysmorphia where he's like post-surgery, like looking in the mirror like, pretty good. Yes,
I'm not looking bad, though.
Not looking bad. Right?
The boys out in the yard are going to notice. They're going to be like, oh, this guy looks fucking... I'm doing Tony Soprano.
Yeah, you're just doing Soprano.
I'm going to look fucking amazing. Hey, Carm, I'm getting fucking liposuction over here.
Carm, I got a tummy tuck. Carm, it's called lipo. They took the fat off me. They put it in some African girl's body. I don't know. They just pumped this whole tribe full. A bunch of Moulignans. We gave them fat tits.
I took out my fucking... I did a tummy tuck and I put the fat inside my Guma's tits. They look fucking amazing. I got to work it down at the Bing now. Dude, I was watching. I'm like
Soprano.
insufferable. My roommate is just watching Sopranos for the first time.
Yeah.
I'll watch. Oh, it's that episode where she's never seen it. Oh, this part's so fucking good. I just walk out of my room because I hear Christopher going, "You ever think nothing good's ever gonna happen to you?"
That's great. Yeah.
Right. And I literally bolt out of my room. I'm like, "Oh, dude, that seems like classic, dude."
Yeah, I can't even watch it with Autumn because I just start screaming impressions of them.
Yeah,
like before, it was like when Tony took Chrissy off of, he made him split everything he makes with Paulie.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got a wedding to pay for. He goes, I should just get rid of the open bar. Like that. And I was like, Autumn's watching it for the first time, like enjoying it.
Yeah.
And before she could even like get to the part where Chris is like freaking out,
Yeah.
I just walk into the living room. I'm like, I gave that fuck pieces of my soul, Adriana. I start screaming Chris Molisani lyrics.
You can't do that in public with how you look. You can't just yell quote Sopranos at your girlfriend in public.
Oh, no, I'd look like a white
You'd
beater.
look like a genuine Italian abusive man.
I'd look like a genuine white beater.
Yeah, you'd be like, "You sat on the little fucking dog." Everyone's like, "That guy's hitting her. She's being struck."
Yeah, you could get away with that.
Yeah, I could.
It
No
looks-
one's like, "Why is he doing an
Well, you
Italian
look like
impression?"
everything you do is ironic.
All right, dude, shut the fuck up.
You
How
look
about
like
that?
everything you do is ironic.
I am. Look, I do have I had a thing a couple years ago where I was just like, I'm completely over that. Like, I don't like. I can still tap into it sometimes of being like ironic-y, hipstery or whatever, but like, I have no taste for it anymore. Almost none.
Why? What changed?
It just is like there's a certain, it's like eating like a spoonful of sugar. It's like it's too much. It's like cloying.
Well, it's also incredibly self-indulgent. It's like you just want to be a fucking dweeby loser,
Yeah.
but you don't want to deal with the fact that you're a dweeb. You don't want to take the dweeb punishment, so you're like, yeah, wouldn't it be funny if I fucking wore this cowboy hat around? It's like, you
wear the
have,
cowboy hat.
You have
coward.
it on, dude.
Wear the fucking hat,
Right?
coward.
Dude, I saw.
You got a twirly mustache? Own that.
Do you remember that guy in the hallway of my apartment? He was wearing like a NASCAR jacket.
Yes.
He was wearing like a full,
Yeah.
like decorated Kevin Harvick jacket.
Right.
Kevin Harvick jacket.
Yeah.
And he's like walking around like,
I'm Timothée Chalamet.
and I looked at you. I was like, that makes me so angry. The jacket just
Shit makes me
infuriates me.
fucking
The jacket
sick.
just enraged me.
It makes me
well,
wildly
because
upset.
you want to dress like a fucking goofball. You want to be a dweeb.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
But don't pretend it's cool.
Yeah. You can't like you can't like wit yourself out of being shoved in the locker. Like
Yes.
if you're doing something
Yes.
locker shove worthy,
Yeah.
you need to take that on the chin. Because there's a lot of nerds that got their fucking underwear pulled over their heads
Right.
because they like fucking Magic the Gathering.
Lord of the Rings.
And they came
Yeah.
to school dressed like fucking ninjas.
Yeah.
And whatever. And they got the shit kicked out of them
Right.
for it. But at least those guys had the balls to be like, I'm a fucking samurai, dude.
Yeah.
I am samurai
Yeah.
Nathan. And they came to school, and Samurai Nathan got
Yeah.
the piss beaten out of him.
Right.
But you want to you want to skirt around.
You want to somehow yeah, exactly. You want to stop being a nerd somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't make being a nerd cool. Like, you just be a nerd. Dude, there was a kid at my school who he loved Sonic the Hedgehog, and he loved it so much that he wore Heelys, and he pretended he was Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, that's great.
And he was bullied relentlessly. Relentlessly. I mean, if anyone was going to shoot the place, number one was him, number two, me.
It's just people trying to beat the rings out of him.
Yeah,
We're gonna fucking
dude,
rings.
he was as soon as he gets shot, he shoots himself in the head after shooting every kid. They just rings pop out after he murders suicides everywhere. Dude, he was intense.
Get what
Dude.
you fucking deserve.
Dude, that. What does Sonic say right before he runs? Do you know, Ian? Is he like, got a blast or something? Or something like that? I don't. Does he not? Okay, whatever. But it's just he shoots himself right in the head. But the thing about him.
Well, that's the end of it. He shoots himself in the head. The end.
The end. And I just got to do what I got to do. That's all. That's not us. That's not.
That sounds like a school shooter.
Yeah, that does.
I just got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what you say before you blow a girl's head off.
Dude, he has in his headphones. He has.
So he got bullied relentlessly. This
He got bullied super bad, and that's exactly where I get like the spurging out impression from. He'd go, I do that. There was one moment where I really thought like he's gonna kill someone. Like he's so mad. Like I've never seen a person this angry. It's like this because there's something like viscerally childish, about autistic people. Obviously, to the point where you're like, this is like a 4-year-old in a way. Like the tantrum aspect to it, and it was really scary because he's like a kid the same size as everyone.
Well, if he got mad, he would just hit you with a rock and not know not to do that.
Well, it's not even. I just don't even. He'd think he'd be so enraged. He'd be just blind. He'd be seeing red.
Like a regular person gets angry, even if you're fucking 15. Yeah. You're gonna get angry and go, I want to fucking punch this guy in the face. Then you're gonna go, I'll get expelled from school, my mom, all this stuff. Then where am I gonna go? I gotta go to the correctional school.
Right.
That's gonna be shitty. None of my friends are there. This kid just goes angry, rock, hit.
Yeah,
done.
no, 100%.
It's streamlined thinking. It's why they can count so quickly. There's no carry the one. There's no carry the one to hitting you with the rock.
It's all completely just vertical thinking.
Yeah.
No, there was a moment where they're
A to B is quickly.
Yeah, dude. They're not taking any like creative shortcuts here.
Yeah.
But the other kids are throwing his lunchbox. They took his lunchbox away from him, and they're playing keep away with it. And then he intercepts it. And his lunchbox is like, it's got a handle and it's like a loose bag. And then on the end, there's a cooler, like those little icy heavy coolers. And he just starts going, like it's a sock, with soap on the end of it. Yeah. And then the
just full tiz rage.
Yeah, just it's primal, It's like a monkey found a fucking sharp rock for the first time. And the kids
dude, that's so
like, Jason! And then
there's something animalistic about autistic people.
Oh, 100%.
That's why the horse girl makes horse noises.
Oh yeah, dude, they connect with horses.
She's connecting back with nature. I've seen
dude,
autistic
horse girls
kids
were
growl.
worse. I think horse girls were some of the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just like, God. I mean, God damn, dude. What is your fucking like? It was always a fucking thing with them. I mean, this is my memory of horse girls. It's like, classic. You forgot to check the homework. I mean, that's horse girl vibes. Just
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I was.
Dude, do you ever have the kid? I had kids in my high school where like I never did the homework, and then there'd be like a guy who's like a buddy of mine. Like let's say I played football with him or something.
Yeah,
and he'd be like, "Dude, you didn't do the paper, dude. It's due at third period." I'd be like, "I know," and he'd go, "Dude, you're fucked, dude. Seriously, you're fucked, dude."
Yeah,
like he's trying to impart whatever fucking anxiety his parents beat into his dad came home drunk and beat his ass for not doing the homework, and now he's trying to put that anxiety into me. And like, dude, you're fucked. And I'd be like, I'm fine. And I'd always be like, what's gonna happen? He's like, dude, it's like a third of the fucking grade this quarter. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I saw one of those kids like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I kind of wasn't over it. I literally, I swear to God.
You brought him back up?
No.
Dude, you're telling me I got the tism. You're like harboring high school rage.
I did kind of tiz out. We were at this like nightclub in Buffalo, and he was like, bro. He's like, dude, I saw you doing, dude, it's so good to see you. I saw you doing comedy stuff. And I was just like, yeah, man, it's good to see you, dude. Like, I kind of was a cunt.
Yeah.
I was like kind of a cunt.
Because
I was like, oh, yeah, I'm doing well. I thought I didn't do the paper. I was like, so fucking mad. It immediately brought back like,
I'm a successful comedian now.
Right.
Guess the paper didn't mean shit.
Yeah, right. Oh, you did the homework, though. What are you doing for your life?
Yeah, what are you doing? Managing a fucking Cricket Wireless, you piece of shit? In Buffalo, in Niagara Falls, you loser.
Well, that's the other thing about like I think we both had autism. I wasn't autistic like you, but I did have autism. I did have like those rage fantasies. Like, I'll show you. I'll be greater than all of you. And the nice thing about growing up in Tampa or Buffalo, is that like if you try anything, odds are you're probably gonna do better than them. Like you're gonna have a cooler life than everybody just by like going 60 miles outside of wherever the high school was.
Just by taking a shot at anything.
Literally, if you just get on one airplane, like you're probably gonna like,
dude. Yeah, so many kids end up who I like have on Facebook still or whatever the fuck. They end up still in Tampa. I'm just like, damn, dude.
Well, 100%. But can you imagine growing up in fucking Malibu? Or growing up in the Upper East Side, and then having those fantasies by being like, "I'll show all you." It's like, you're not gonna show.
No.
100% not.
The kids should be
that.
better.
You're gonna get dunked on for like 40
by
more
all
years.
of them. I mean, there was a few kids who did really well. I had this guy who always gave me shit, and I gave him shit. We were kind of like rivals in a weird way, but he did so much better than I did, to the point where it was like,
Why were you rivals?
I don't fucking know, because I was insecure and intimidated by anyone who's like more successful than me. Probably that.
Okay. Did he know about this rivalry?
I think it was, yeah, but for no reason. But it was like these things where you have these wars in your brain.
Yeah.
You have these like epic wars in your brain, and then you talk to the kid, and he's like, I've never spoken to you.
Dude, you said this to me.
And you hate me.
You said this to me. It was unbelievable. It was like so darkly poetic. I was like, what were you like in high school? You know, was it like you got bullied a lot? You're like, nah, I was worse than that. And I was like, worse than getting bullied? Like, she's like, nobody really noticed me. You're like, dude,
I was invisible.
You're like, it's worse. You're like,
it is worse.
Nobody even knew I was there.
Yeah, no one knew. It was just
So
complete
sad.
fly on the wall and nothingness. But
You see that with comedians.
Yeah.
You see with a guy who's in comedy, like, they don't fucking book me, dude. That club, fuck that club. I sent them a thing,
you never
and they
grow
don't
out of
book
it.
me. And I'm like, buddy, they literally have
clue
no
you
idea who you
exist.
are. They don't even know that you do comedy.
Yeah.
They can't put your face to
a name.
If I told them your name, they wouldn't
would
even
have
ring a
no
bell.
clue.
They have no idea what
100%.
color hair you have.
Dude, I ran into a kid from high school, after high school. And I was like, "What's up, dude? You were in my da-da-da class in college." I ran up to him, and he goes, yeah, man." Like, I could tell he did not recognize me at all. I was like, shit. He goes, yeah. I was like,
I should never branch out ever again. I'm never reaching out to make friends.
Well, I told you the Sacral Dimple story, right?
yeah, I think so.
The
Yeah.
Sacral Dimple story. So there was our buddy John in high school. He dated this girl.
Yeah.
And the girl had this thing called a sacral dimple.
Yeah.
Which is just a little indent right above your asshole.
Yes.
And it just like presses in. It's like your tailbone. Something's wrong with your tailbone. It's like too short.
Yeah.
And it gives you this thing called a sacral dimple.
Yeah.
But it can appear to look like a second asshole. So we started making fun of John all the time. We were like, dude, I can't believe your girlfriend had two buttholes, dude.
Yeah.
And we would be like, dude, which butthole you fucking tonight, John? Oh, dude, can I get the other one, dude? Oh, dude, everybody gets an asshole, you know?
Yeah.
We started, like, yeah. And then this kid, Dave Tucker, hilarious kid to this. I saw him, like, a year ago. He was just as funny. He made that song, like, da-na-na-na-na-na, Barbara Streisand. You know, remember that stupid EDM song? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Barbara Streisand. It was a popular EDM song. Yeah, you weren't listening to music back then. I guess not.
I was. It was like Elliott Smith and my fucking. It was just, wake up, baby, look at the stars.
I loved you, but you never. So, anyways, it was a stupid EDM song, and he would walk through the cafeteria. He'd walk through the cafeteria by this kid John's table, and he'd go, sacral dimple, sacral dimple. And so obviously we knew who the girl was, and I think we were like making fun of her on Facebook. I don't remember that part at all, but like years later, I'm an adult man at this point.
Yeah.
I'm like at this guy's lake house party. A buddy of mine from high school I hadn't seen since high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like reconnecting with all these old friends. I'm drunk. I'm having fun. We're like laughing and dancing, sitting out by the lake.
Yeah.
And this girl comes up to me and she goes, "Hi." And I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" She goes, "Yeah, good to see you too." And I was like, "Okay. Do I know you?" She goes, "Ha, yeah, do you know me?" "Right." And I was like, "No, I don't." And she was like, "I'm blah, 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 blah. I'm Joni Johnson." And I was like, "Oh, hey, Joni." She goes, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "I dated John." And I was like, oh, that's right. And she was like, "Yeah, I mean, do you remember? Yeah, you remember the things you said on Facebook, I'm sure." And I was like, I don't. I just don't. And she was like, I swear to God, she goes, "You were making fun of me because of my condition, and you know I was dating John, and you guys thought it was really funny." I was like, "I don't remember anything on Facebook." I was like, I remember Dave Tucker made that really funny song about your butthole. I was like remembering it in real time. I was like, I remember he made that funny song about your butthole.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And she's like, you guys like bullied me on Facebook, you and Paul and TJ. She's like naming guys. She's like,
Yeah.
all you guys were making fun of me. She's like, my mom got involved. And she like called one of you and told you to stop. And I swear to God, I was like, and she couldn't believe it. She's like, stop pretending like you don't remember. And it was like actually heartbreaking to have to be like, I don't remember. I'm sorry. Like, it would have been so much better if it would have been better if I obviously apologized.
Yeah.
And I did. I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But if I was like, had she thought I had been like thinking about it forever and maybe like grew remorseful,
full of guilt.
it would have even been better, I think, if I like doubled down. I was like, fuck you and your two buttholes. Like if I for some reason still had this like mean 16-year-old inside of me. But the fact that I was just like, I'm sorry, I don't remember the thing. Like I was like, I remember this song. And like she didn't even know.
Song. I don't even remember your name. I remember what we used to call you.
Yeah.
I don't remember your name.
I felt so bad about because I was just like, I was like, I don't remember. I didn't remember like most of the key events in the two buttholes bullying saga.
Yeah. Well, to her, it's like it's her whole life. It's like that was sophomore year. That was her whole year. And for you, it was like like you'd walk past her for 2 seconds out of every day.
Well, it's even more fucked up because she's bringing it up, and I'm having like fond memories for the first time since I was 18. I was like, oh, that's right. Dude. I was like, oh, you dated John. I haven't seen John in years. Yeah. You know, like
that's like the classic thing too. Is like. You have these like revenge fantasies, or you watch a show like there's this moment in Freaks and Geeks. There's this moment in Freaks and Geeks where they're at the AV club. It's all the nerds, it's all the geeks, and the teacher's like comforting them after being bullied, after being like made fun of by the popular kids, and he goes, oh, guys, it's gonna be. Life's only going to get better for you. It's only going to get worse for them because what will he do? He'll work at the local hardware store, marry a wife, divorce her, she'll cheat, whatever. But you're going to go to college and you're going to get like a degree in computers and be like a rich computer kid. And I'm like, that is so not true. First of all, every popular kid, they're good looking and have good grades and are on the football team. They're going to go to a better university than you. They're going to get a bullshit business degree and walk into some stupid corporate job and make $80,000 a year when they're 24 years old.
They're rich kids who are going to continue making generational wealth via compound interest.
Their father owns a small insurance company. I don't know what world... Yeah, the popular kids, they're going to fucking, they're not going to know up from down, but you're going to be playing with Legos for $1 billion a year. It's like that will never happen.
Dude, the richest, douchiest guys that I went to high school with, all of them, like, lost weight, are in great shape, and every time you see them, it's just like they're on a golf course in, like, Dubai, and they're like... they've all got like White Claws.
Yeah, dude.
They're all
have White Claws and 6-packs, and they're like, I'm in business to business sales, and I make $120,000 a year plus commission. And you're like, yeah, of course you are. And their wife is like smoking hot. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. Like, were they all going to get hit by buses the second they walked off high school campus? Like,
no,
of course not.
You're going to turn this kid into even more of a mass shooter by promising him.
And then
this,
he put these fake ideas in his head. Like, I need my comeuppance. It's like, you don't deserve anything.
Yeah, you can't. You have to go to a state school, number one.
You're not
going to get the connections at the bully guy.
Yeah, dude, there's a woefully underrepresented nerd in media. Because there's like the nerds like, honestly, like me, who are like good at school, good enough at school to get decent grades, to get into I got into UCF, fine. I got my English BA easy, it was easy for me, whatever. That's the kind of nerd I am. But there's an underrepresented nerd who's like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I have cargo shorts on, and I'm failing remedial math. Nowhere does this child exist in media. Yeah. There's so many just left behind autistic nerds with like oversized Minecraft t-shirts on who will struggle their whole life with basic jobs. Like they're going to work at a Goodwill and be like, I can't fold stuff.
No, there's a lot of kids that were like 17 years old still playing with Beyblades.
Yes.
And like their mom was living paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
And they she couldn't bring them to school in time, so they were like failing English.
Yeah, they're failing English. They're living a diet that consists of Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Right? They have a sub 100 IQ. They won't get into any schools. And they'll graduate from high school and they'll get like a fast food job, and you're like, you know, you got to tell that kid, you know, one day, those bullies, you're gonna be their boss. It's like that will never happen.
Because every nerd in media is like Kumail Nanjiani. It's
Yes.
like this guy was a rich theater kid.
Yes.
He's a rich theater kid who beneath, in the core of him, is a hot guy.
Yeah. I mean, look at him now.
He's amazing.
Kumail, I want to fuck Kumail in the ass. He's a beautiful man. He's unbelievably hot.
I would suck his little
Bro,
Pakistani cock
I
any
think
day
like,
of the week.
he is like
Bring up Kumail right now.
Yeah, bring up Kumail.
We're not going to put this in the episode. We just want to look at it.
I'm very happy that there's a desk here to show hide my rock hard cock, dude. Yeah, I mean, look at this fucking guy. He's got those jigsaw puzzle abs. I love it when they're off center like that. Really makes me fucking. I don't like him too.
He looks
symmetrical.
incredible.
No, he's incredibly hot. And what was he in the what was the name of the movie?
Dude, look at his jaw. Dude, he looks like the Crimson Chin.
Bro, he looks.
His jaw is incredible.
What was the name of that movie? Eternals. Yeah, dude. He's like.
He looks like a comic book character.
Yeah,
like he
okay.
doesn't look like he's playing a comic book character in a movie.
Yes.
He looks like a
He's
drawing
so
of a comic book character.
square-headed and so jacked.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
And okay, so
But
he looks,
this is a nerd in the
this
media.
is a dork.
This
in
is who
media.
do like look at this dork. Look at
He's
this
like,
fucking nerd.
Oh,
He's-
look at me, I'm a dork.
Oh, look at
I'm a stupid guy.
Nobody ever liked me.
I'm
and-
shredded and I'm in the Eternals.
Unfortunately, I have the one big cock in all of Pakistan.
Dude,
and
he's probably got a monster piece on him.
He has a huge cock.
A fully
Everything's gone so
uncircumcised
well for this
horse
guy.
cock on this guy. I mean, this thing's, yeah, it's like hood
Nobody
and all,
liked
dude.
me, and unfortunately, all I was left with was $25 million.
But then like nerds like see this guy and they like look up to him, and then they're like literally still playing with Beyblades, and their mother's breast milk tastes like Mountain Dew.
No, you
It's
need
like
to
they're-
show.
It's over for them.
Yeah, you're right about the underrepresented nerd. You need to show a nerd who like got like a $70,000 a year bank job at a bank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need to like show the nerd that became like an electrician.
Yes.
And he started his own electrician business.
Yes.
And he's like clearing $92K.
Yeah.
Like that's the nerd. Like
That's
and
my father.
Yeah.
My father was like a big nerd in high school. He was bad at school. I think he had undiagnosed ADHD or something. And all he would do is read science fiction books and do bad in school. That was his two main hobbies until he was 18. He would read sci-fi and fail. And
Just Star Trek and perennial failure.
yeah, dude, it's literally,
Those are his
dude,
two hobbies.
100%. He loved Star Trek and he hated going to class. And so
He loved 2001: A Space Odyssey and being told he's not good enough.
dude, 1,000%, dude. I mean, my dad is like, these kids need trade school is like really a big
Yes.
thing. My father would have excelled, dude. Like if you give my dad like a wrench and a car, he'll fucking whip it out and he loves it and he's so into it. But if you're like, hey, write a 5-page essay on the Great Gatsby, he's like,
Yeah.
I got nothing for you.
Well, I remember those kids because I was like, in high school, I was like, I was chubby and I was popular, but not with like women at all.
No,
But
course
I was
not.
like the mean, kind of funny, popular kid that hung out with the good-looking guys.
Yes.
And it was like a defense mechanism. I was like, I can
Yeah. What do you
mean
think-
joke my way into
Yeah.
party invites. That was like my
You
strategy.
just made the popular boys laugh.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's why you were invited.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
We'd
like,
be
dude,
like,
Luke's hilarious. And the girls were like, he's kind of an asshole.
yeah. He's like, he's mean.
Yeah.
He says mean thing.
I was definitely
Did you
that
hear
kid.
what he said to Sarah? And they're like, Sarah's a bitch. And then they go fuck Sarah.
Sarah's pussy fucking stinks.
Yeah, and then they're fucking Sarah that night,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like in
yeah.
the corner, like, fucking look at this fat cunt. It's like being a huge prick.
I'd hate if you hugged me and kissed me and thought I was cute.
Yeah, you think I want your kisses from your beautiful, perfect, symmetrical, luscious lips?
You bitch.
Yeah, those look like fucking horse lips to me.
I'm gonna drink beer and drive my dad's truck.
Yeah, crowd goes fucking wild.
Yeah, dude, they love you.
They love me. Yeah, you're right. I made the dudes laugh enough to get
Yeah.
the invites, and the girls all
that
were
was
like,
kind of
he's
me
kinda
too, a little
mean.
bit. Once towards the end of high school.
Yeah, but I remember the nerdy kids, like the nerds. Some of them were like, "This kid's gonna go to Cornell, no questions asked."
Yeah.
This kid's like on a path to Dartmouth, and they could kind of like, if I was being, but I wasn't mean to like nerdy kids.
No.
But let's say if we got into like an argument or something in the class, like kids, whatever. They could kind of do this snarky response with like, "Oh yeah, Tuma, like where are you gonna go to school? Like,
Yeah.
how those college applications come in, Tuma?"
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
these little nerds, and they knew they were like in the nerd section of the pyramid, but there was this kind of thing where they're like, you're a moron.
Yeah.
You're going to go to a bad school or do badly in the school you go to. I am going to be at Yale and things are going well because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
And part of me was like insecure, like, damn, that's a fucking good point.
That is a good point.
This kid's got a long-term plan.
Yeah.
I have a 2-month plan, which is get invited to the next 2 parties and call the girls fat. that's my whole plan. But then you'd meet the kids who were this is the underrepresented
They're
nerd.
the exception to the rule, are the smart nerds.
Yes, because
there's
meet
more
the
dumb
kids.
nerds than smart nerds.
And the dumb nerds, it was like if they get in a thing with you, they're like, oh yeah, dude. And I'm like, you're fucking just as retarded as I am.
Yeah, you're a dumb.
You're a moron.
Yeah, dude, we're in the same remedial English class right now.
Exactly.
I don't think you know. We're both trying to get through. Give a mouse a cookie. All right.
Yeah. You're sitting next to me in detention just because you're picking your nose doesn't mean you're above me on some intellectual hierarchy.
Right.
Yeah.
No, of course not, dude. It's like they think that, I don't fucking know. They think liking anime makes them smart somehow.
But they don't want, because you can't really represent the dumb nerd in media because it's kind of a mass shooter. Unless it's like your dad making HVAC, like having an HVAC business.
Yeah.
Like that's a good story.
Yeah. It's a great story.
Because you'll meet guys, dude, that's like this. It's so sad. I'm like getting sad. Like you'll like walk down the street in New York, and you see like a fat guy, and he's weird and kind of autistic. He's walking, and like his hoodie looks like he's been wearing it for 3.5 years.
Yep.
And he's like kind of stinking.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll take 1 2-liter of Mountain Dew, please. And he just like buys it from 7-Eleven and cracks a 2-liter of Mountain Dew and just walks out drinking it. And it's like, there's this man is a tragedy, and there's a lot of these tragedies walking amongst us.
Yes.
And
It's
like,
really
that
sad.
was the dumb nerd.
Yeah, but I just don't like the idea of filling that guy's head with any dreams.
You're not doing it. Yeah. Showing him Thomas Middleditch in his mansion
Yes, dude.
is
It's
not
like not
helping
gonna
this
help.
guy.
Yeah, you're like, I'm like the guy from Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
I'm a little autistic and I could code. It's like, no, you can't, dude. You're just autistic.
Yeah, exactly.
You have all the bad qualities and none of the good ones.
Yeah, showing him Mark Zuckerberg on a mega yacht doesn't make him feel any better.
It's like creating that stereotype of the autistic guy. It's like the autistic guy. It's like, yeah, but he can't tie his shoes, but give him a piano, he can recreate it. It's like,
some people can't.
imagine all of that minus any piano skills.
You're so right that what they need is trade school.
They need trade school, dude.
Because they're told you're a genius and you're gonna go to college.
You can do whatever you
and
want.
You're gonna
You
be
cannot
rich.
do whatever you want.
And these popular kids aren't. Not true.
Yes.
Then you're also told like you might be a little weird, but boy, do you kill it on the violin.
Right.
A lot of them terrible at the violin.
Yes.
Not good.
No
at
skills,
it.
no
Not good
talent.
at the violin.
No skills, no talent to speak of.
Yeah. And and what you need to tell that kid is you should really learn how to fix a drain.
Yes.
It would really behoove you
Yes.
to learn plumbing.
Because you're going to once you turn 18 anyway.
Yeah.
If you're smart, if you're even like have half the cognition necessary. My dad, he never had any delusions of like going into anything but trades. He worked at restaurants while he was in high school. When he got out of high school, he's like, I am going to fix transmissions.
Yeah.
I will learn how to fix transmissions, and that's what I'll do for the next 8 years. And then he switched to HVAC. That was like, that's his life.
For sure.
And then he's like, dude, things got so much better when I switched to HVAC. like, it's like a mark in his life of like when things were bad, like the dark and then the light was HVAC.
What he was told through movies was like he was gonna see the popular girl and she was gonna be like a crackhead on the street. And
Yes.
He's gonna be like driving by in his Bentley. Like,
Yes, dude.
Hey Cindy, how's life been
dude.
for you since
you put
high
on
school?
Revenge of the Nerds, dude. Like it's maybe it's just a
Really, the
lifetime
whole
ago that was
comeuppance,
true.
The entire like pinnacle moment in his life where he's like, I made it. It wasn't like telling the quarterback Brad that like, yeah, see you working at the fucking local grocery
Five and
store.
dime.
Look at me. Yeah, that's my mansion on the hill in the distance.
dude.
It was literally. It was a really good move when I switched to HVAC.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I got into HVAC. I started making more money. I got to live on my own and have my own place. I didn't have roommates anymore.
Yeah.
I could afford a new car.
That's a beautiful life.
And then I started working out, and I had money, pussy, a nice car, and a nice house.
That's
I'm like,
enough.
dude, yeah, because you learned a fucking valuable trade.
Yeah, because you can't tell those kids one day you're going to be this amazing thing and they're all going to look up to you and they're going to feel sad that they made fun of you.
dude.
You need to tell these kids, just let me set you on a path right now.
Yeah.
And in like 11 years, you'll be a functioning member of society.
Dude, you'll be
another guy who's just doing fine.
30% of you will be like almost upper middle class.
Yeah.
And all of you will have a skill that will keep you employed through your entire life.
Yeah, exactly.
What more do you want, dude? Don't let these kids think they can be video game designers. They can't. You'll never I'm gonna be a video game tester. I'm gonna test video games. I'm gonna test video games for a living. Yeah, I'm gonna get the new Halo early. So, yeah, I'm gonna get the new Call of Duty early, and I'm gonna fix all the bugs in it. No, you will not.
You're not gonna fix a single bug.
No, dude. You're gonna take bugs out of houses.
Yeah.
You're gonna be an exterminator. Fucking
fix a light fixture before you fix a fucking bug.
Exactly, bro.
There's a bug on the ceiling fan. Please
Kill that.
Clean it off.
Yes. Anyway. And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, the quarterback from high school is going to be making your fries. You will be making his fries.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like there's one Bill Gates and 10 million Yu-Gi-Oh dorks.
Yeah, that are still playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the
in their mid-30s
in the Summit Park Mall in Niagara Falls, New York.
Yes.
I used to walk through the Summit Park Mall with my mom. She would take me to fucking K-Swiss for a pair of shoes.
Nice.
We would walk by and there'd be a Yu-Gi-Oh contest.
Yes.
Those guys are still there.
They're still there, and I can smell
them
it from here.
They're 48 years old.
They smell like shit.
No, they haven't proven a single person wrong.
No,
in fact, they've been doing the same thing for 32 years.
Yeah, dude, they've just let the BO stack.
Yeah, exactly.
They all found each other and let's all stink in the same conference room.
If somebody would have taught them fucking landscaping, they wouldn't be there. No, they'd be fine.
They'd be like, fuck, I gotta clock out of GameStop.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to ask my manager at GameStop if I can clock out early for the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Step on a treadmill. Fix a light bulb.
You're so right, because the guys you're talking about, I see them all the time.
Yeah.
And before you really broke this down just now, which is, I'll be honest, pretty brilliant, I always just thought that they were guys who got molested.
Maybe. Let's not rule it out.
When I see like a 43-year-old like dork,
Yeah.
like working at Dunkin' Donuts, like,
Yeah.
what can I get you? And you're
Yeah.
like, why is he working?
They have a
Why
lanyard
is
that
this
is-
51-year-old guy a Walmart greeter?
Yeah.
Like, he was probably just a unskilled nerd that
Yeah.
wasn't put into a trade school.
There's-
But I always see him. I was like,
Yeah.
his uncle touched him, dude. Why else would he?
His uncle might have dropped a bowling ball on his head or something when he was a baby. But there's no way that, maybe it's molestation. I don't even know. But
No, I think you're right. I don't think that many of them were
dude,
molested.
okay, you and I, we're not like, I don't think we're smart guys, but we're like averagely intelligent, decently intelligent guys. We can handle ourselves, and that's like probably 50% of the population.
Yeah.
And then we're in the middle 50 of the population, and then you go this way, the bottom 25, you go this way, the top 25. That bottom 25, dude, they got to learn how to weld. Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of the bottom line. It sounds like it makes you down this horrible road of like eugenics or something, which I don't want to do. But there's like obvious statistical things where you go, dude, 15% of you gotta, I don't know. We can't, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, someone needs to there needs to be like a guy who's like a more handsome guy who went to a trade school, like a spokesperson for the trade school.
Yeah, dude.
And he needs to walk to the corner of the cafeteria and he needs to break up the Magic the Gathering game and go, you guys ever consider soldering?
Yeah, dude.
You ever want to solder?
There's gotta be like one jacked guy.
Yeah.
It's gotta be like, we gotta make it like propaganda.
Yes.
You know how like there was Uncle Sam?
It's got to be like, he's got to be like a handsome, happy, jacked electrician.
Yes.
Plumber, electrician.
Or maybe just make like
welder.
Just make an anime. Make the star of the anime an electrician. He's like, soldering.
Oh, got to do welding.
Oh, light a fixture.
Change our effort.
Yeah, it's called Up to Code, and that's the name of the anime.
Oh, the transmission shot.
Oh,
very bad transmission.
we need to fix a catalytic converter. And just like it's his kids, they turn on Toonami, and it's some guy fixing a fucking transmission.
No, yeah, it's a guy in an anime
Yeah.
who walks into a place to fix the lighting and the circuitry in the place and goes, oh, whoever did this last time was fucked up.
And then he leaves and he has a beautiful wife. He's a really hot wife with big anime tits.
Yeah.
They're like, that's what I want. I'll be an electrician.
It's going to take all 5 cans of paint to do the whole garage.
It's like him looking at a big wall that he has to paint. He's like, the walls are big. And by the end of the episode, he just paints the whole wall.
Oh, the right don't work.
And it's like an epic anime montage of him. Like, da, 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 and he's like, ha, success.
And he drives his Camry home.
Yeah, he drives. He's like, oh, very affordable, nice car.
2 years old, used. Oh, good.
Very nice.
Oh, 23
That would be funny. We're speaking English, but we're doing a Japanese voice.
We got to learn Japanese.
We have to learn Japanese, but it would be great if they dubbed anime with a Japanese accent. Oh, my name is Yugi. I want to be a Pokemon master.
Oh, the blue eyes are white dragon.
Blue eyes, the dragon. Dogamachishi.
Oh, the rest a piece of Exodia. The Ref Rig.
That would be fucking awesome.
The Ref Rig of Exodia.
Yeah, dude, that would be sick as fuck.
Anime literally made for us.
Like, this is great.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, anime would be good propaganda for the nerds.
Do we got to make anime propaganda that puts them into trade
A
schools?
welder with a wife with huge
tits. She's like, she's putting a wrench between her tits. Like, I lost the wrench. Where'd it go? And he digs it out between her massive cleavage.
Oh, honey, did you forget your toolbox? Just a toolbox sitting on her giant ass.
Yeah, dude, it's just resting on her sweet cheeks. It's like a windowsill.
Oh god,
that would be awesome, dude.
That's so sad. All right,
do you want to get to some clips?
Let's clip it up.
Okay.
What do we got? Should we go clips first? Should we?
Okay, what do we got here? Oh shit!
You know, do this.
Where should we start for Women's History Month? Chet Hanks.
Let's start with Jackson Mahomes.
Jackson Mahomes for Women's History.
Yeah, let's start with Jackson Mahomes.
Dude, I'm sure.
So this is Jackson Mahomes,
brother of
NFL quarterback, two-time Super Bowl winning champion Patrick Mahomes. Not as good as Josh Allen, but he's pretty good.
I think he's better than Josh
He's
Allen.
not
Probably
better than Josh
statistically, he's better.
He's small, much smaller cock. Josh Allen's huge cock.
Yeah, the black guy.
Josh Allen's a white. First of all, Patrick Mahomes is barely black.
He's half black.
His dad is super black.
Yeah, dude. I've seen his dad.
Yeah.
He's pretty black.
Josh Allen's 6'5", 2'4". I'm not debating cocks. Josh Allen's got a bigger cock.
I don't know.
Have to get into it.
Okay, fine. How tall is Patrick Mahomes? What, 6'2", 6'3"?
Josh Allen's 6'5", 2'4".
Okay,
He's got a fucking piece on him.
All right, I won't argue that.
His cock's bigger than his candle.
Yeah, that's actually modeled. That's the exact size of his cock. Is not a second.
That's the tip of it. They modeled.
You a big Josh Allen fan?
I love Josh Allen.
Okay, all right. But yeah, so we got
Jackson Mahomes sexually assaulting a woman. I guess
a woman. Yeah, did you see the video yet?
Have
you watched it?
No, she owns.
She manages like a bar or a restaurant, and Mahomes, what's his name? Jackson Mahomes. Jackson Mahomes is hanging out there.
He's the TikTok.
She's like a 40-year-old. Jesus Christ! I mean, just goes right in for it.
Play that back.
He does it again, so you don't have to really do an instant replay. From behind I mean, it's very like, it's like Batman subduing someone, you know? It's like that, come here, you know, like from behind.
Dude, you know what this is?
What?
He's gay.
You think he's doubling down on gayness?
That's how a gay guy thinks you should kiss a woman. He's like, because he's only seen like heterosexual romance in movies, and he's not attracted to women, so he's like, I have to get caught in the throes of passion.
You think so? I mean, that's what everyone's take on this is.
Is that that's like how a gay guy
shocked that it's a woman being assaulted.
That it's not a dude?
It's not assault. It's not the assault that's shocking. It's the fact. It's the gender of the person being assaulted.
I'll say this. I would assume this would have happened in like the West Village or something with like a guy named Pedro. I would assume that it wouldn't be a pretty blonde lady.
Yeah.
But you got... It
is suspicious that that he did it on closed circuit TV or whatever.
I mean, it does look like...
You never have live action footage of the assault.
No, it's true.
He's like holding up today's newspaper, right, when he does the assault.
This looks like right before they tell you that somebody got kicked off the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like right before somebody got kicked off like the challenge
Yeah.
Inferno 2. It's like they did this in the bedroom.
Yeah,
when
in the
everybody-
house, in the house that they're all staying at.
After they got all these fucking retards liquored up.
Yeah, dude.
One of the guys is like, like he's roided
Cindy!
up. Hey, Anna Maria, get over here.
I grabbed her asshole.
You see me in the gauntlet tonight? Huh?
Yeah.
No, this is.
I got immunity this week.
No, I think this is gay. Even I'm not saying he's not like a predator.
R-I-P-I-S-T.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a predator. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like definitely an absolute sexual predator. But that it comes
How
out very
old is
gay. What isn't that like? If a straight guy was a creep, wouldn't you like be grabbing an ass or something? You wouldn't like grab a woman and like passionately make out with her by surprise.
Yeah, he's 22. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, I have no clue. You know, I mean,
That's how like a gay guy thinks you touch a woman. You
do
go,
you think he? I mean, he was probably drinking, and then he sees this woman, and do you think he's thinking, okay, I'm gonna get real drunk, right? I'm gonna get really drunk, and then I'll work up the courage to do something heterosexual.
I feel like he's gotten so much shit on the internet that he was like, he saw the security camera and he's like, if I sexually assault this woman, nobody's gonna think I'm gay. It's like they'll finally stop calling me gay.
It is the ultimate.
I swear,
Yeah.
he mustered up the courage. He probably banged a couple tequila shots, did a TikTok dance. He's like, let's fucking do it. He ran in there and he was like, I'll take a charge to stop getting called gay on the internet.
Oh my God. Let's
He's
read
like,
the comments here. I kind of do want to read the comments.
I'll take a felony charge to get NFL Twitter off my
Yeah.
back.
Second to top comment. Am I the only one that is expecting it to be a dude he kissed? Yeah, it says the audacity to do this to a 40-year-old woman. He's something else. And this really only, to me, contributes to the he's secretly gay narrative, because it's like, what 22-year-old man is just hanging out with a 40-year-old, like 22-year-old straight man is hanging out with a 40-year-old woman.
Go. Look at these little like 16-year-old Andrew Tate fans. Scroll up a little more. She was smiling the whole time. She was smiling the whole time. He's in her office, just saying.
She was smiling because she caught him on camera. She's about to be rich. I mean, that's absurd. I mean, look at the size difference between the two of them. It's like, yeah. Of course,
Dude, this is
if
what I'm
Jackson
saying.
Mahomes kissed me, he's got 5 inches on me, I'd be smiling.
Dude,
I'm like,
this
don't
is what
kill
I'm
me.
saying. That guy said, bro definitely thinks he's the main character. This is what I'm saying. He thinks he's like, it's like a romance movie where you're like, I'm the Prince Charming. And when she least expects it, I'm going to kiss her and we're going to fall in love.
Yeah, you think so?
That's what what a 14-year-old girl thinks romance is like.
Yeah.
Also Jackson.
I mean,
Mahomes.
I feel like there is like this portrayal of media where there's like the man, like kind of like in a 1950s like romance, he kind of is forceful. She's like, I'm not that kind of girl. Don't get off me. Hubert, no. And then he's like, oh, come here, you'll get fucking what you deserve. And then he pulls her in close and he kisses her and she's like,
come on, Sally, you know you were asking for it.
you can't walk around with those ankles. You're not expecting me to grab your ass in public.
You think I'm going to see your wrists and not hold you down?
You smiled at me. Now take off all your clothes.
Why would you come with me for a milkshake if you didn't want to get...
I put my straw in your milkshake. I can put my cock in your ass. Fair is fair, Gertrude.
Eleanor, why would you come with me to the drive-in if you didn't want to get plucked?
The Humphrey Bogart was on the screen. I took you in my damn in the Thunderbird.
It's just like
I ought to fuck you and rape you for the rest of your life. Now marry me.
It's just a cross between Law and Order SVU and North by Northwest.
And me, honestly, me doing like a 1950s racist is a John Mulaney impression.
Yeah, every John Mulaney.
My God.
Oh my God.
What do you mean you won't have sex with me?
That is John Mulaney.
That's John Mulaney.
Have you ever been on a date with a girl and she won't suck your cock under the table?
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Have you ever been on one time I was on a date with this lady and she looked at me sideways. And then we went back to my apartment and she, believe it or not, she tried to say no. Have you ever had a woman try to say no to you?
Well, guess what? The drugs are already kicking in, bitch. You'll be asleep in no time and I'll do whatever I want. My name's John Mulaney and I'm new in town.
Oh my God.
Dude, I just love
John Mulaney.
Dude,
Way too much.
It's John Mulaney's amazing.
Yeah. Take off your pants.
Have you ever been to the post office, waiting in line at the post office, and a woman looks at you? And the nerve of some people to not think I should be able to fuck them in the ass.
You know it's great having a gun. Women do whatever you tell them.
Just hosting us.
Oh, you don't want to suck me off? Say that to my Smith & Wesson, bitch.
I don't want to slander John Mulaney's name, but he has said all of these things to me in private.
Yeah.
100%. That really
Yeah,
happened.
we don't want to make enemies with any like bigger comedians.
Bigger
like John
comedians,
Mulaney. Like
you know,
people like John Mulaney. They
He's
can really
going
help
through a
us
tough
out.
time right now. I know he relapsed on drugs and had to go to rehab. You know, he's a father now, so I don't want to say anything disparaging, but he did put a
say
gun to
all
my
of
head
them.
one time and say, "I will fuck your ass."
He did. Christoph.
He did.
Christoph.
No, I like
Christoph.
I liked the gun.
Aren't you gonna suck me off, Christoph?
And I went, yes, daddy. And he said, stop doing an impression of me to my face. It's rude. Really. People think they can just come up to you and start doing impressions. It's the kind of thing that makes you want to rape someone.
This guy came up to me and he was talking just like me. And I said, why are you talking like that? And he said, because that's what you sound like. And I said, I'm gonna rape you.
It'll be tough to talk with my cock in your mouth.
So anyway, that's Jackson Mahomes. That's the Jackson Mahomes video.
Jesus Christ.
So then, speaking of men and women getting into conflict, we have another video which I honestly love because
This is a Women's History Month special.
It's a Women's History Month special. We got a Muay Thai fight between a man and a woman. It looks like it's in Thailand.
Which, by the way, let's first of all, this is true equality. This is what equality looks like.
Yes. A lot of people say, "Oh, let women make as much money as men." No.
Yeah.
Let women also get hit by men.
Also, I like the idea of like
Not that they don't already.
this whole like the trans women, should they be able to play in women's sports? Yes
Yeah.
or no? Whatever. Let the dudes play in the women's sports. Like let just a straight up Thai dude fight
Yeah.
a Thai woman.
Right.
Because
Let's
you get this.
You know what I would love to genuinely see?
What?
Let's take the top of the women's Muay Thai weight class.
Yeah.
The heaviest a Muay Thai woman fighter can be, and the lightest a man can be. And let them fucking go at it.
Okay.
Like
so
get like Ronda Rousey and then a guy who weighs 110 pounds.
well, you could get like a big lass, like a fat lady.
Well, a fat lady's just gonna be slow. Like I want some.
okay.
Like
what about
jacked.
what about like a Brittany Griner?
Brittany Griner's like a skeleton.
Yeah, she's too skinny.
Dude, I'll flick her
I
elbow.
guess Ronda
She'll
Rousey.
dislocate it.
Okay, Ronda Rousey. That's
Ronda
a fair one.
Rousey versus a guy who weighs 105 pounds. But he's like a jockey that's jacked who knows Muay
versus
Thai.
like Ken Jeong.
Yes, like Ken Jeong if he was shredded and a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, like a Jack Ken Jeong.
How awesome would
versus
that
Ronda
be?
Rousey.
You know, like Battle of the Sexes, like the old Billie Jean King, thing?
Yeah.
With the tennis? We need to have a UFC version.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so awesome.
I told you my trainer. I was like, there's like I work out at the boxing gym.
Yeah.
And there was like these like champion Golden Gloves boxing ladies, and I looked at one of them. She's like nailing this bag, and I was like, "Yo, dude, she'd probably like kick my ass, right?" And he goes, "Nah." Swear to God, he goes, "Nah." I was like, "She wouldn't kick my ass." I was like, "Didn't she like win the Golden Gloves?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I've been doing this for 2 months. She wouldn't kick my ass." He's like, "Bro, you'd underestimate how weak they are." Dead serious. He's like, "Bro, I mean,
what, you probably have 50 pounds on her.
Bro, what's the difference?" He's
You
like,
can
"Bro."
bench 3 times more than she can.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you'll just...
And it kind of gave me this confidence boost where I'm like, now I go to the gym and I see these like champion boxing chicks. I'm like, I'd fuck your ass up. I've never thought that about confidence. A single man in the gym.
Luke's like, I was really feeling low self-esteem. Then I realized I could beat the shit out of any woman.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no.
And it really makes me feel a lot better about myself.
It makes me feel masculine.
Yeah. I mean, it is okay. There is like a weird thing that is like kind of a emasculating feeling of I'm Skate will like mess with me, wrestle me, try to whatever,
Yeah.
And I'll give her 20% and just grab her wrist. I'm like, you have nothing. This is over for you. You're done.
You got so intense.
Look at me in the eyes.
Got so intense.
I can crush you at any moment. You're only around because I let you.
And she's like,
And she's like,
let me get on top of this
I go,
time.
shut the fuck up when I'm talking. I have your wrist. I have the high ground.
I have full guard right now.
I have full guard. And then I go, I'm going to give you your wrist back.
Yeah, I showed Autumn seated rows the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried to like set. I was like, you got to do like whatever you could do. The most weight you could do for like 3 sets is
8 reps, yeah.
And we set it. I tried to set it where I thought she could do it. And I was like, I'll do what I do, and I'll do like a little less than half. And like we had to keep lowering it until it was like a third of what I'm doing, and she's like really like straining herself to get that like 7th and 8th rep down. I'm like, and I'm just like looking at like my beautiful girlfriend. I'm like, I could squash your head like a bug. I could absolutely.
The value of
crush you like a
testosterone
vice.
is really insane.
Yeah.
In terms of, I saw this study on like people. It's people who took testosterone and did not work out, and compared it to people who worked out and did not take testosterone. The muscle growth, 4 pounds of muscle for people who worked out and didn't take T. 7 pounds people who took tea and never worked out.
I fully want to take tea.
Let's fucking get on tea, dude.
Yeah.
If we ever start a Patreon, I don't know if we ever will, but if we do, I would love 100 patrons. We get on tea.
That's a great Patreon goal.
We start a fucking cycle.
Dude, 1,000 patrons TRT.
We start a cycle.
I'm so down. I'm so down, dude. This is it. That's the Patreon tier.
We just like eventually.
One of the Patreon tiers is we get on testosterone.
Yeah, we just start taking SARMs and tea, and we just started screaming at each other and fucking arm wrestling. Fuck you, Luke! This is my podcast. I do all the fucking editing. I'm just screaming. I'm ready to fight someone. Yeah, me and my girl broke up. I don't know. She was yappy.
You start doing like an Aziz impression. I was like, it was my turn to do Aziz.
Shut up! I do Indian voice. You're not the Indian. You do Charles Barkley, and I do Indian.
I'm way more Chinese than you are. You think you're Chinese? I'm way more Chinese. No, we would be great. I told you.
I know the TikTok algorithm, not you.
I told you. I did SARMs.
I know, you told me.
I took SARMs.
You told me that like you did SARMs, and it was to the point where I'm gonna retell your story. But you were like benching like 215 or something, and then in like 2 weeks you're like, I have 265. It was like 50 pounds in like a week or something.
I started doing. It was like I would do the decline press machine, not the machine where you put the plates on, not like it's like
the Smith machine.
Yeah, it's not the Smith. It's like just the decline press where you just stack the plates on each.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It wasn't the Smith
I know what
machine.
you're talking about.
They're just two handles and you fucking press them.
Yes.
And I was doing it. And I started at like 150, and then I would like up the weight, and then after like 6 weeks, I was maybe at 180, and then I started taking SARMs, and within 3 weeks, I was at 260.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then the next week I would be at like 270. I'd be doing like 3 sets of 8 at 260. And then the next week it's like 3 sets of 12 at 270. And I was working out with my buddy, and we were like going at a similar pace. And then all of a sudden I was like just taking drugs. And I was just like 80 pounds. And I'd be like in the gym like a meathead, like just insane. And then I tore my rotator cuff.
Damn.
Then I just,
You got to stop if you're not lifting.
I tore my rotator cuff, and then I immediately just stopped taking it, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to take this thing called a PCT,
which taper down.
Tapers it pumps a little extra testosterone in you so that it balances it off when you like get off something like
Did you go to like 0 T after just going cold turkey?
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Like,
I started.
You're just crying in your room like a girl who just got her period.
I mean, I was lifting weights like fucking Aaron Donald, and then my ligaments, of course, couldn't keep up with it because I was taking drugs.
Yeah.
And then I tore my rotator cuff, and then I stopped cold turkey, which you're also not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then I like couldn't even think about sex for like 3 weeks straight. It was like sex stopped existing. It wasn't like soft dick. It was like it no longer like
You
I
just became
asexual.
asexual.
Yeah, I became asexual.
Weird. You were like
You got like neutered.
Yeah, I went from
like castrated.
I honestly went from being like a meathead like powerlifting bro to being like a barista in Greenpoint within like 2 weeks span. Just like I'm asexual actually.
Yeah, we have our own flag. It has a ghost, ghost on it.
I immediately turned into like the purple strip.
Yeah, is that
on the pride flag?
Is that asexual?
What is the? What
I feel like it's blue.
Think so?
What's the asexual flag? Google the asexual flag.
Yeah, let's see the asexual flag.
4 horizontal sides, black and okay.
That's a sad flag, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn,
I mean,
bro.
that's a sad flag.
Dude, that's the flag you made if you never got fucked.
It goes black, gray, then white,
Black,
then purple.
gray, white, purple.
I
Dude,
mean,
that's so depressing.
That is depressing,
bro.
dude. I mean, it looks Soviet.
It really does.
It looks like a Soviet era, you know? Like that's the
What the
Belarusian flag
fuck,
or something. What exactly is the asexual flag and what does it mean?
Dude, it looks like when your like grandma's TV craps out.
Yes. It's the bars and tone like grayed out weirdly.
It looks like when like Channel 2 isn't working.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you can't
yeah.
watch King of Queens, and you're just like at your grandma's.
Purple represents community. White represents non-sexual allies and partners. Non-asexual, so sexual. Gray represents demisexuality, and gray asexuality, and black represents what is demisexuality?
Yeah, what is a demisexual? What does it mean? Demisexual, explain. One such term is demisexual.
Such the term is.
Can you make that bigger?
One of the more misunderstood is sexual orientations.
Sadly, yeah.
So we're talking about what does it mean to be demisexual? How different?
Okay,
keep going.
What is demisexual? It's a type of sexual orientation or sexuality. Demisexual people tend to form a strong emotional connection or bond with someone before they experience
sexual orientation.
So a girl. So literally any woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
I mean, most women are like, I just need to get to know you. But I think, I guess the idea is if you're basically bisexual as a whole or pansexual as a whole, but you have to like someone and feel a strong emotional bond to them before you'll fuck them.
I mean, that just sounds like a healthy person.
Yeah, that sounds, well, not really. I mean, I don't think I'm that, and I think I'm healthy.
Really? You think you're healthy?
I think I'm perfectly healthy sexually.
You have to try. That sounds like a nice thing.
Yeah.
Don't you think it'd be better if everybody just connected emotionally before fucking people? This is like a utopian society.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have less
Demisexual-
babies with random fucking people.
Demisexual is just like everybody in the 50s. It's like
Not really.
you get
dude.
married before you fuck.
I mean, that's what they claimed. I mean, I think the 50s were dark, dude.
You think
Like-
people were whoring around?
Yes, they just had that veneer of like utopian America, but the reality was like, you know, Kathy got a back alley abortion. You know, there's so much of that. It's like there was a hangar behind the fucking YMCA.
I think they were fucking so much less than now. I don't think it was the same as it is now. People are like, it's always been like
Less.
way.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude,
no, their
everybody
sexual
you-
liberation matters.
Everybody you talk
The
to
70s
is like,
matter. The 60s matter.
Everybody's like
Yeah.
choking each other and slapping each other.
Yeah, they're
and
very
shit.
open about
And
it.
everybody's talking. Dude, our friends, like this couple, like came to the fucking bar, met us at the bar the other
Yeah.
day, and like they had like a paper bag on them, and Autumn's like, oh, they got a leash in there. They bought a leash. And I'm like,
For their
dude,
dog?
There's like, it's like set on the bar next to like a Miller Lite. There's like a leash.
So casual. Yeah, this is the thing that I think, I don't know if it's my Catholic background, but there's a certain amount of repression that I think needs to re-enter society because it's just too much sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. I mean, especially in New York, bro, it's hard to be on the train from Bushwick into Manhattan, you know, like going through Williamsburg and stuff. And I'm like, enough.
No, it's crazy.
I go, enough.
I was in a green room and somebody was like, yeah, I was like eating this guy's ass.
Yeah, and you're like, come
it
on,
smelled,
dude.
I thought it would smell good, but it smelled kind of like a little too assy. I'm like, I've talked to you 4 times. We've been sitting here for 30 seconds.
I'm like, at a certain point, it's just manners.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it's like, don't talk to me about putting your finger up your girlfriend's ass. Like, I don't want to know about it.
No, like, you teach a 4-year-old not to talk this way.
Yes,
like, you have a potty mouth.
You have a literal, dude, you have a
legit
literal potty mouth. There's shit in your mouth.
Yeah,
You got like a shit mustache from eating out some fucking non-binary person's ass on the train, and you're like, I'm expressing myself. Let's like do it somewhere else, dude.
Yeah, it's rude.
Do it between cars, like a man.
It is rude. It is rude.
It's a little rude to talk about like in-depth sexual stuff with me, and I don't know you.
I wonder if these people, because these people are always like, when I go home to my family on Thanksgiving, like their conservative family, that's like a big thing. These like people in Brooklyn talking about like, oh, when I go home, my conservative family, Thanksgiving, like, yeah, they're the idiots.
It's also like they're like, I'm with her. That's how conservative they are. They're just like average middle Americans, left center people from Massachusetts, and they're like, you guys are fucking fascists.
They're like people that like voted for John Kerry.
Yeah, dude. And
they were like big Kerry heads.
They're big Kerry heads, and
it's like just some old guy who like thought like, oh, Howard Dean's got some good ideas.
Yeah.
And
Howard Dean is a fucking fascist.
Howard Dean is part of the system. They put black people in private prisons. Also, yesterday I ate a guy's ass in the train.
Yeah, it's like, could you just take out the butt plug for Thanksgiving? We just like, it's a smell thing. Could you just please do that? Like Grandma, look, I know she voted for John Kerry. I know she's part of the problem.
I know she's a Nazi.
I know Grandma, who was in the camps, is a literal Nazi. But
I know your Jewish grandmother who escaped Auschwitz. We understand she's Nazi adjacent.
We know we sympathize because she's
a Nazi sympathizer.
Yeah, she took a piece of bread from a Nazi who offered it to her.
But our concern is, sweetie, if the ball gag is in your mouth.
Don't call me sweetie.
If the ball gag is in your mouth, how are you going to eat your stuffing? You can't fit the stuffing past the ball gag.
That's unbelievable of you to say that.
I actually don't eat food.
The ball gag is an expression of my leftist politics.
I have demi hunger.
It's a ball gag that represents the silencing of marginalized groups. That's why I wear the ball gag.
I have demi hunger. I actually have to fall in love
with the
stuff before I eat it. Yeah. If I'm not ready to marry the stuffing, I'm not.
That's why I have that's why I have the ball.
Sorry, Uncle Tony, but the ball gag stays in.
That's why I have the butt plug, is so the corn that I fell in love with can stay in my ass.
You take the butt plug out at the dinner table.
So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's also none of my business. Like, I know I understand that, but still, there's a little part of me that is like, come on.
Yeah, I remember you met Connor, right?
Yeah.
Connor's very like Catholic like you. We were like at some show and some girl was on stage and she was like, and the other day, like, guys are like so crazy, and then immediately like goes to like, the other day I was getting my mouth fucked. And Connor just goes, Jesus Christ. like classic like old man, like, God, Jesus. My God,
yeah,
Mary
dude,
Ellen.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like,
I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, I for real feel like, is there like a socially conservative movement? There has to be one that like is genuinely in the underground, whatever the hell. And I'm like, it's still gross though. It's still like 4chan-y and weird. And you're like, ugh, I don't want to be a part of that either.
Yeah,
There's no political thing that'll have me. I think. I don't think anyone likes me.
So what do you want? Fiscally
this
liberal,
is what I've been
socially
saying.
conservative.
This is what I've been saying. I tried this.
You're the opposite of a libertarian.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of a libertarian.
Fiscally liberal,
socially conservative. And the whole thing I've been saying is like, here's $1,000. Stop being gay.
Yeah. So you're like, we should have universal health care. Also, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Dude, 100%. Everything in the Bible 100% happened. No one should have to work to pay their medical bills.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we need a universal basic income. I mean, $7.25 for minimum wage. How are mothers supposed to feed their kids? By the way, that's a fucking life in your stomach. Keep it in there.
It's how I feel sometimes.
I like that. Fiscally liberal,
socially conservative.
That's so funny.
I was talking to my friend about this, and he goes, "You're Catholic. That's what that is." I was like, "Oh, that is what that is." It's like, feed the poor. What are you, gay? Ew.
Yeah. That
Can we
is
watch
true.
This fucking lady get beat up?
Yeah, that is Catholic. That was Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus
it's 100%
was this.
Jesus. 100%. I'm basically Jesus. I'm Christ-like.
All right, let's watch this.
Let's watch this girl get the shit beat out of her. Roll the clip, Ian.
Say don't worry.
Okay, nice little hip kick. Oh! Straight left. Okay,
Every little
she
thing
checked that.
is gonna be alright.
That was weak.
Not even close with the...
Oh!
Another one! Oh, she checked it. She checked it.
Keep going.
Oh!
Let's go. Stop
Body
the
shot!
fight.
Body shot!
What's up, dude?
When I rise up this morning,
Ooh, the body shots are nasty, really.
Oh,
Right.
say don't worry.
The Bob Marley in the background really sets it. I don't know. We might have to cut the audio, but
This is just literally a couple in Thailand that decided to duke it out.
this is actually divorce court in Thailand.
Oh, that's a rough.
Say don't worry
I don't know what do Thai people sound like.
about a day.
Couldn't tell you.
How did you just do Chinese? That's fine. No.
I feel like it's like the South Asian sort of thing where it's like a little bit like.
Thai accent. That's good.
Okay, let's see. She loves Thai accent. Let's see what she says.
Oh my god.
What the
I
fuck?
love your Thai accent. Please, say more.
Okay, say something. Speaking English, Tinglish.
This is 9 minutes long.
Just skip it.
Yeah, Cap.
Really? Oh.
So we're both kind of. And I'm Ma.
Pai means go. Nai means where.
Oh,
And ma is come.
Just sounds vaguely Asian.
really?
Yeah, it sounds pretty
Well, where
Asian.
come?
But anyway,
yeah.
that is divorce court in Thailand.
The fact that like
When I rise
this
up
place
this morning,
probably sold out like
Yeah.
30,000
Smile
people.
with the rising
For
sun.
every shot that lands, it's another day. Gets
Say
So
don't worry.
funny that like she didn't even come close. There's something so brutal about the fact that
Every
she's
little
just
I don't know who's dumber for
gonna be
the
alright.
man or the woman. It's like
Don't worry
clearly the woman. The guy looks awesome.
about
he looks awesome. Yeah, but it's like, dude. First of all, what if she got one lucky shot and just knocked him out? How embarrassing would that be?
There's literally zero chance. Are you kidding me?
when I rise up this
She clearly
morning,
hasn't trained as much as he
I
has.
smile with the
She's clearly
rising sun.
maybe-
Maybe she
insufficient
has,
training.
but just genetically, I don't think she can really do
Say
anything.
don't
No,
worry
dude, this is all work.
I mean, he
ethic.
completely checks.
about the
Look at her. She's got no heart.
If she had the drive, she would.
Yeah, she's
she
got
would
no
be-
heart.
every little
Get punched in the face by a
gonna
much
be
stronger,
alright.
larger man.
Yeah, dude, the problem here is her lack of fundamentals.
Yeah, dude. The problem is she's not keeping her hands up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I really want to know the details. Well, let's see some comments. Let's see some comments.
Be alright.
Well, how is
John
When I rise up this
John
morning, I smile with
How to
the
meet my wife
rising
set up.
sun.
Where do
Jesus
I
Christ.
sign up? Strong, independent woman. This is equality.
Yeah, did not go the way she expected.
Dude,
Bro
the
gave her the
teenage,
morning after.
dude, the teenage boys on TikTok are full red pilled.
Completely, dude.
Completely. They're even more red pilled than we were.
I think I saw a statistic that Gen Z is more conservative than millennials.
Oh, for sure. Millennials are gay. Millennials
Yes.
are like
You're a
people our
millennial.
age.
We're millennials.
Yeah, gay.
We're young millennials, like, and 2 years younger than us is the start of Gen Z, I think. Because I'm 96, you're 95. But 98 is the cutoff, I believe, for Gen Z.
Millennials are like putting a pride
Dude.
flag in the window of your brewery.
Yes.
Like that's like millennials are like
Unbelievable.
I run an escape room and you know we're all inclusive.
Yeah.
It's an intersectional escape.
It's unbelievably bad. It's a grown man who's like 38 who clearly has not seen the gym in years or ever, and he's just like getting like hard cider fat. Yeah. Like he has like a bad beard and he's like drinks 4 Angry Orchards every day.
yeah, absolutely.
He's like, I don't know if I can drive it today, honey. I had 4 Angry Orchards.
It's like a guy who can't keep up with his 3 dogs when they're walking because he's
Yeah.
got an IPA
Yeah,
fat.
dude. He's got 3 fat dachshunds that drag him around and a wife that fucks other guys in front of him.
Just a bunch of
That's the
fucking-
average millennial. And he's
There's
like,
a bunch
I'm
of-
just going to watch you fuck with a hard cider. That's what I'll do.
just a bunch of fat bald guys and really excited for the speakeasy.
Yeah, dude. Speakeasies are the fucking worst. We've had this conversation
so
a couple
millennial.
times, but speakeasy are they're
Oh.
unbelievable.
I mean, can you be more
Unbelievably
Of a, can
pissed
you
me
be
off.
more of an adult child? It's so millennial. A speakeasy is the most millennial thing. Can you be more of a child to be like, dude, I got this bar I'm going to.
Yeah.
Then it looks like a laundromat.
What?
And then you go in. dude, you take a towel off the rack,
What?
and the wall opens.
No way.
I mean, it's 40-year-olds trying to live in national.
You
national
walk through
treasure.
you walk through the laundry
It's literally
machine.
4-year-olds trying to live in National Treasure.
Yeah.
Like 4-year-olds like cosplaying as Nicolas Cage's character.
Dude,
in
why?
National Treasure.
Why you want to go get an old fashioned? You have to play a game of Clue before. Like, who gives a shit?
dude, you need a bookshelf to open so that you can have a fucking martini.
Yeah, dude. It's like, who gives a fuck?
It's so
They're all just drinking and then they get in there and they have an Angry Orchard. They have 2 Angry Orchards and they go home.
Dude, the idea of a guy angry orchard fat. He got an angry orchard fat.
Dude, yeah, they're just all like soda fat. Like, it's a different kind of fat.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
100%.
Like, they're not beer fat and they're not like red meat fat. I feel like there's literally masculine fat and feminine fat.
Yeah, for sure.
Among men. It's like if you're skinny arm, like if you're kind of B-shaped in the upper body and just kind of like leaning back, just bird chest, fucking baby arms, and a massive like flap gut, like the one that gravity affects. Like if you're like if you're a masculine dude and you're fat, it's like hard.
It's a hard
fat.
belly. Yeah,
It's like hard beer, like organ kills you at 32.
processed
fat.
red meat, like a layer of hard processed
Dude,
red meat.
it's like
on the
7
outside.
a.m. Burger King. It's like you go to BK, you get the triple Whopper at 7:30, and then from 8 to 6 you work construction. Like, you know what I mean? You have 25,000 calories of just pure grease in your system and
Grease and beer.
Grease and beer.
100%.
But then sugar fat. There's a sugar fat. There's
Yeah.
like little sweet treats fat. Disgusts me, really. I find it vile.
It is disgusting.
It's real, and that's what kind of fat. If I got fat, that's how I'd be.
What are some other millennial things? The speakeasy,
Speakeasies
the brewery's
are
huge.
Speakeasy, brewery, escape
room.
game, making this face. Dude, that's the worst.
Have you
Unbelievable.
Also, like every sitcom that became popular when like millennials had their heyday is like it was like made for little retarded kids. It was made for kids with Down syndrome. Like How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. I know. I don't mind The Office.
Big Bang Theory.
Oh God.
Big Bang Theory. How I Met Your Mother. I mean, like these are adults who made another adult a multi-millionaire off of saying bazinga. Like this guy bazingaed his way to
into
Bel Air.
millions of dollars.
Into Bel Air, dude.
He's like the highest paid actor ever.
Yeah.
He's like making like Brad Pitt money. He's making like $20 million an episode.
He's a titan of industry.
Yeah.
He's a titan of it. Dude, imagine like a gated
Sheldon
community.
actor. Let's see ya.
Dude.
So $177.7 million.
That's what he made. Sheldon Cooper. His work at Sheldon Cooper in Big Bang. Jim Parsons. 177.
Oh my God.
I mean, dude, that's like what James Harden's earned. That's like literally like Joel Embiid's contract total is what this guy was making.
My God.
Yeah, because a bunch of fucking stupid millennials like listening. Like,
Dude,
can you imagine? Dude, there's
he
like
could be
gated
a billionaire.
There's a gated community somewhere in Aspen, and this guy has the biggest house in the neighborhood. And like the neighbor walked like a half mile to go meet him and knocked on the door, and the door like opens and the guard lets him in. And they're like, "Hey, we wanted to know what you do. Who are you?" Anyways, he's like, "I'm the Bazinga guy. I'm the guy who said Bazinga."
Dude, he's got.
Do you want to see the helicopter? We can go for a ride in the helicopter.
Yeah, dude. He's got like a diamond chain that spells out Bazinga.
Dude,
it's worth $4 million of diamonds. I mean, that's crazy.
Do you think that guy likes that show? Like
Net
he's
worth
got to
of
be
approximately $160 million. You know he's a homosexual.
I mean, look at his house, dude.
His $8.95 million mansion in the Hollywood Hills. I mean, Jesus.
I hope you guys are enjoying the speakeasies, dude.
I mean,
fucking guy,
the things I would do for that much money. I mean, look at this guy. The Los Feliz home. Oh, my God.
He's got good taste.
He does have good
This
taste.
is
I mean, he's a gay guy. He's a gay actor. I bet, he's
That's
doing
true.
good. Kid's doing good.
You ever see like the YouTubers' homes?
Yeah, they're fucking clowns.
They're disgusting.
They're clowns.
Like Coke white, ultra millennial homes.
Ugh. They
like
disgust
floor to
me, dude.
ceiling windows everywhere.
Yeah, it's awful, dude.
The furniture's like either pitch black or white, and it's like fucking made of porcelain.
Yeah, it's like, what do you think you're in the future? What's the
got like a 40-foot white Egyptian cotton couch.
Yeah, dude, it's absurd.
Yeah, this guy's great. Bazinga.
All right, you want to close on one more?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's. What we got? Oh my
this is
goodness,
killer.
I love him.
With a bum at IHOP, and they say I staged it. It's like I
Wait,
could
start it over.
Start it over.
Oh, it's really crazy, man. You know, it's really crazy, man. I bought the Lambo. They said my dad bought it for me. I almost get in a fight with a bum at IHOP, and they say I staged it. It's like I could come up with a cure for cancer tomorrow, and they'll just say I only did it because of my dad. But I've been dealing with this shit my whole life. But, you know, the way I've learned to deal with this frustration is to just, you know, light some sage, meditate, journal, go for a walk, you know, take a deep breath in, and just be at peace. Side! Pussy clot boy, go full up into your daddy body. Go suck your mama dirty stinking crotches. Spit upon your granny grave. You know, it's really crazy, man.
Dude. Holy
Oh my god, dude.
Holy shit. Dude, this guy is electric, dude.
Jesus.
I'm in love with this guy, dude.
Karaches. Bro, the way he hit that
Spit on your granny grave.
Bro, he was
That's
nasty
great,
with
dude. Oh my god.
Dude, he had such buildup too. He's such patience with that.
This guy, you got to think he knows he's funny, right?
Dude, yeah, of course.
You can't.
I mean,
I don't know which
is-
one I want to be more true, like that he knows he's funny and he's just funny. I can't even look at him.
Dude, watch it with the
It's so
sound
funny.
off. Bro, yeah, I
Dude,
mean,
isn't it so perfect that like Tom Hanks, you know, like probably annoying, snarky, super liberal, like Hollywood guy,
Makes this
works his
kid-
whole life. He's probably sanctimonious.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't be surprised if he's taking a couple trips to an island. And you know, he's worth, you know, slightly less than the Bazinga guy. And all that work was to create this guy who thinks he's Jamaican. It's amazing.
like, my son, I can't do Tom Hanks, but he's like, he thinks he's Jamaican, this
Yeah.
guy.
Can you imagine at like the dinner parties that Tom Hanks goes to trying to explain yourself?
Now, stop pretending you're Jamaican, Chet.
Dude, Chet.
I mean, that's crazy.
They probably
Look, bro, the young
They
pictures
haven't,
of
like-
Chet is so funny, dude.
Dude, Chet is unreal.
I mean, he looks like he's an 8 Mile.
He's incredible, dude.
He's awesome.
He does have that Cheddar Bob look going.
Oh, 100%, dude. He looks like a young fucking, he looks like young Marshall Mathers, dude.
Look at this guy.
He is jacked.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
He looks good.
Dude, that video's incredible.
I mean, it's so
video's
great, dude. Puss that blood clot.
All right, let's see what. Yeah, that's cool and all, but why you let the bouncers not you all square like that?
I have no idea.
Is
what
that-
that means.
So everybody's just fully around to loving this guy, right?
I think the like criticism of it's he's so impossible to criticize.
He really is like he's kind of like Trump.
Yeah, because he's fucking funny.
Yeah.
He's the same thing as Trump, where it's like, dude, like he's fucking around and he knows he's kind of a piece of shit,
And he's
he leans
unbreakable.
into it. Yeah, dude. And he's like,
He's not going to stop doing his voice.
No, he's garnered way too much attention for it, and it's been overwhelmingly positive. I mean, I love it, dude. I mean, he kills me.
He's incredible.
I mean, did you see him on that show with what's her name?
Atlanta?
No. It was the black woman who interviews people, and she kind of is like
Z-Way.
Z-Way, dude.
Yeah.
She tried to like do like a gotcha thing, and he just was like, "No, I like doing it. I think it's fun." Yeah, they show a clip of him. I just want to see. Keep scrolling. Can you do the scroll timestamps?
Marginalized communities you want to apologize to.
Yeah.
Click on that one.
Click that one.
Okay, turn the volume up.
Communities you want.
Wait, back it up. Sorry.
Not really.
Can you turn the volume up?
Words to you. Tell me what you think. Small up yourself.
Huh?
You know what small up yourself means in patois?
Smile or
Small
or
up
small?
yourself.
Small.
What? Do you even speak patois?
I mean, not really.
Not really.
I was like the first person to like kind of like get in the conversation. I just know a couple things, couple 2-3 things. Things, you know what I mean? Couple 2-3 things.
What does that mean to you?
You can't really put it in words.
Well,
It's
it's
beyond.
literally
It's
words.
beyond. It's like the Tao. It's beyond.
Bumbleclaw is
It has-
beyond
it
words.
can't
It's
be
the
contained.
Tao.
Wow.
It's bigger than that.
It's bigger than that. Are there any marginalized communities you want to apologize to? I don't know, maybe the Patois community?
No. I don't feel like I've truly done anything offensive. So
You don't see it as cultural appropriation. You see it as like a celebration of culture. And then it's like social justice warriors can like go kick rocks.
yeah.
Dude, this guy's unbeatable.
Dude, it's so good. Are there any marginalized communities you'd like to apologize to? No. So they can
No,
go
I mean,
kick
I
rocks?
100%
Social justice
agree.
warriors?
Social justice warriors can kick rocks.
He does this. Bro, you pause it? Dude, I mean...
Dude, I mean, like he's
it's-
also got like Allen Iverson level confidence.
Dude, yes.
I mean, unbreakable confidence.
What it does, I think he really does represent like a changing of tides of like 2023. There's a lot of, I really feel like there's gonna be just not that it's not already there, but a massive anti-woke sentiment will become so popular that it'll become almost like
annoying.
It already is kind of annoying,
Yeah.
but it'll become so popular that like it doesn't even enter into people's minds. Like if you look at Chet Hanks doing this interview where before like there was such an anxiety. Like you're on this black woman's show, you're on this interview show, you're on Showtime, right? And you're a famous celebrity son, and she goes to you, is there any marginalized communities that you'd like to apologize to?
I just think I didn't realize that how offensive it could be. I thought I was paying homage to a community.
Yeah.
But I realized that you have to understand your roots and the roots of things and where they come from. And you have to understand the origin of these words, and they're just using them and profiting off of that. You're actually profiting off of another person's culture, and they're not getting credit for it.
Yes. And that's wrong, and it's big of you to check your privilege like that.
18 views. This guy, a million. Dude. A million, dude. Because
like,
the other thing is that that whole conversation of like woke and anti-woke, because the anti-woke shit is corny too.
Yes.
This guy is a perfect representation of where everything's gonna go. Where it's like
Apathy.
she wants to get in that conversation.
She wants
to go,
anxiety from him, and he won't give it to her.
or she wants him to be Steven Crowder. That's
Yes.
the other thing she wants. Because she might want anxiety. She wants him to like cuck out, or she wants to go
Get him
oh
fuming.
what? Because she listen how leading the questions are. She goes, so what? You want to get rid of all like the social justice warriors and peace? She's all these like 2018 words she's using.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to or you want to get rid of all the social justice warriors?
Yeah.
And this guy goes, yeah, sure, whatever. And then she's like, do you want to apologize to any marginalized communities? And what she wants to do is hear him go, no, there's no such thing as cultural appropriation. Which is like,
it's all bullshit, bro. This
Yeah.
PC woke mob.
she wants him to be Charlie Kirk. And he
Yes.
goes on there and she goes, do you want to apologize to any marginalized communities? He goes, nah.
Genuine apathy is where like the culture is heading, and I think
It's beautiful.
it's probably better for
I mean, how amazing is it to just go, nah. You want to tell up yours to the social justice warrior crew? And he goes, sure,
it's fine. They can. I could do it less.
Kick rocks, I guess.
Do away with them.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Booyaka,
Bumbaclat!
pussy blood clot."
Pussy blood! I got a trust fund in the bank,
Hey,
man.
me papi Tom Hanks, my daddy buy me Lamborghini. Me drive it around the town there.
Me papa get me a Mercedes.
Me drive the Lamborghini and me spit on your granny grave.
Me spit on your grave from the window of the Porsche me papa gave me.
Oh, dude.
Me say fuck you to your granny from me Lamborghini from me mom.
Z-way, you dumb bitch. Me not like ya. You try to get me with a gotcha question. Me not like you, Z-way, you dumb bitch.
You don't know me, Z-Way. I don't care.
You act like a pussy blood clot. You don't know me.
Bumbaclat.
You never met me family. Never met me daddy Tom.
My daddy worked for me to talk like this, man.
My daddy worked his whole life. He said, my daddy, he go to an island. He's stranded on an island. He have no friend but a volleyball.
My daddy take the jet with Mr. Epstein. He get off the jet big time. Lots of girls, big time.
I want Chet Hanks to think all his dad's movies are real and do it in a Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, you know, my daddy, he used to be a small cowboy figurine. Me leave the house, he come alive, he be friends with the astronaut.
My daddy was a young boy, little boy, and then one day my daddy go, he big grown up man out of nowhere.
He switched bodies with a 13-year-old boy. Because they go to the shaman in the box, the witch doctor, turn him from a 13-year-old boy to a 30-year-old boy, and then he get a job and he step on a big piano. Chet Hanks thinks all his dad's movies are real. My dad, he land a plane in the Hudson. He crash land a plane. My dad Sully.
My daddy become best friends with a volleyball.
My dad, he say, I miss
only
your
alive for
Uncle
30
Wilson
days.
every day. Me miss your Uncle Wilson. He was a volleyball and he had hair made out of a palm frond. All right.
My daddy best friends with an astronaut, man.
My daddy he have sex with a different cowgirl. She a redhead with little red pigtails. She meet him in the second movie. They have sex. She come out of her box. All right, you want to end it there?
Yeah, we got it.
Dude, I'm sweating my balls off.
Me too, man.
These
That's
lights
a
are
lot of
getting
work.
me. All right, well, like and subscribe on YouTube. Rough week.
Everything. Rough
Keep
week.
watching us.
Keep watching. Share with your friends.
Thank you so much. Share
all
with your
that shit.
friends. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you,
and,
folks. We love you.
So many more to come. It's gonna be a hell of a podcast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, Luke. Let's get it.